What's up, everybody? We've got some fun ones tonight. It's going to be a prospects game. Yankees lineup: George Lombard Jr., Spencer Jones, Rafael Flores, Jesus Rodriguez, Roderick Arias, TJ Rumford, Brendan Jones, Brando Maea, and Engleth Urena. It's their lineup. I'll give you the Orioles lineup in just a couple minutes when we go.
Spring breakout starting lineup managed by Mario Garza, the director of baseball development. George Lombard Jr. leads things off, the power hitting shortstop, and he's followed by the towering Spencer Jones out in center field. Back to it's Roderick Arias at second base, the switch hitter, TJ.
This is going to be a lot of fun. Welcome in, Douglas. Hello, Debbie. Good to see you. Kolya, hello. Ryan Rowe, my good friend. Fred O'Malley, hello, sir. Daniel Barry, JC Skipper Brian. Ritzer's always in here supporting, big supporter of the channel. Mr. Thibodeau, hello, sir. Good to see you. Miss Thibodeau, Team Thibodeau, in the house. In the house of the house.
For the Orioles in Keeler Morphin.
I don't know, Ryan. Still trying to figure that out. All right, here we go. We're starting. Top of the first. Yeah, they didn't waste any time to get starting here.
For a little over $200,000 out of Venezuela.
Let me get you who the pitchers are right now.
He throws very hard.
2 balls, no strikes. This kid throws hard.
Hyper mobile on the mound, gets down the mound really well.
Keeler Morph. Rookie and single A player. Keeler Morph. Ball upstairs. 91 miles an hour. He's bringing gas. He's bringing gas.
Because you and I got to talk very briefly earlier to Matt Blood, who has had his hands in rebuilding this farm system from the ground up for Baltimore. And I said, it's amazing because
George Lombard Jr., A and double A. There's a strike right there by Morph.
He took exception to the word small. He might be short, but he's strong. Like we got Matt flex for us to demonstrate what strong was. But yeah, I mean he's not
3-1 pitch to the leadoff hitter. We've already seen 99 out. Strike right there. 3-2.
He's going to force a full count here after falling behind. So hearing that he was in pursuit of a cutter this offseason, trying to make things look.
Hello, Jeannie. Welcome in. Right-hander, 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Straight back. I got to send Amber $11 for cake. I want cake. Where is my Venmo?
The interesting thing with Morphin, Melody, is he just hasn't played that.
3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 up top. Take a seat.
Just blowing.
Amber, $11.
As he talks to Rafael Flores,
cake.
Now on deck.
They just threw right by him, and it's cool.
All right, I just sent her the money.
He's only pitched 58 innings.
You got to train some umpires. That's cool.
He won't be 19 until June, which is crazy. But kudos to
Morph kicks and deals. Ball upstairs. 1-0.
And instead of looking at it like, oh, geez, he's young. He hasn't pitched a whole lot. He's only pitched a couple games.
Right-hander at the set. Works quickly. Kicks, deals. Ball upstairs. 2-0.
1-0 to Spencer Jones.
Spencer Jones, the center fielder up here, left-handed hitter, double A player. Number 3 prospect for the Yankees. Oh, he got hit. Hit on the elbow.
That's going to be felt.
99 miles an hour there.
It looked like it hit the guard on the arm.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's in too much pain, which is nice because it cannot be fun getting hit with 99.
Oof.
Put me in a Michelin Man suit. I don't want to take that pitch. Yeah, so he'll take his base. Hit by a pitch from Morphy here. Spencer Jones is aboard.
All right. Runner on first. Morphy getting ready. Coming back in. Right-hander at the set. Looks in.
Almost Judgian-sized base.
Strike right there.
Morphy will turn to Flores.
Rafael Flores, the catcher, number 17 prospect for the Yankees. Single A, double A player. Yeah, they love to trade some players, that's for sure. Ball inside, 1-1. They've done a lot of trading over time, that's for sure.
And became one of the Yankees' best hitting prospects. 21 homers last year between high A and double A. a lot of their catching prospects tend to be very offensive minded. So he might be more of a first baseman than a catcher, kind of like Ben Rice is at the big league level. But really interesting.
Line drive, base hit, left field.
And that's smacked out to the left side over the glove of O'Farrell.
Runners at first and second now with one away. Jerry, hello. Baseball needs to adjust how teams get players. 5 players. Yeah, they need to put a cap on it. I agree with you. Need a cap on it.
Hit it pretty hard. We don't have exit velocities, but based on the sound, that was triple digits. That was somewhere in the triple digits. That was hit pretty hard.
You have to wonder. Lombard said
ball upstairs coming in.
So maybe he gets the credit
for up top.
Scouting report.
Right-handed hitter up there for the Yankees. Taps the plate. He's ready to go. It's Jesus Rodriguez. Played at single A and double A. Ground ball hit hard up the middle. Base hit center field. Runner's going to hold at third. No, he's going to come in to score. 1-0 Yankees. These guys can hit a fastball. You got to change it around. Fastball, middle of the plate's going to get hit. Fastball, middle of the plate. There's 18 of you in here right now. Here's my question to every one of you. Who is getting up with me Tuesday and Wednesday morning at 6 a.m. when I do the Cubs and the Dodgers opening day from Tokyo? How many of you are getting up and watching the Cubs and the Dodgers with me 6 a.m. Tuesday morning?
It does tend to surprise you. It almost seems like it is an extra step for guys who are that much bigger to be.
Taylor Moore, if he's got high octane stuff, good athleticism, he's got an arsenal of pitches, needs to move the ball around.
As a better athlete this year.
I will need to get up and get a McDonald's Egg McMuffin to get me going.
Still two aboard here. Traffic with 1 out for Taylor Moore.
Oh, wild pitch. He is a little bit rattled right now. Hello, William. Try and keep you away. Debbie will be up. Doug says he'll be working.
They're wondering, this is treated like a spring training game.
You start work from home at 5 a.m. and then you drive to work at 7. Wow. Well, we will be here. It's going to be some fun. Pitching coach going out to talk to him. A little rattled out there right now.
Have you seen that so far? A little bewildering.
A little rattled.
I think you get the older ones, and they
typically can, but yeah, it's a little. It was interesting because I did the Red Sox Rays game on MLB Network on Thursday, and the Red Sox have a guy that just got a last year's draft lefty named Brandon Clark.
I got some thumbnails for this week I got to put up.
He's throwing hard. They could throw strikes. They took him out, and they came in the next inning. It was bam, 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 and they kind of found himself. So
you need a mental pause.
Yeah.
And Bassano tried to create that initially. Another mound visit for them here. A very young back.
Infield in with 1 away in second and third. Morphe up there. Morphe.
Morphe's probably never pitched on national TV before. Like,
ball upstairs, 2-0. He is just amped up. You got to get him back into his motion.
For ball 2.
Roderick Arias up there, single A player, number 7 Yankee prospect in the system.
Maybe, I don't know if Delmarva's games are televised on MLB TV. So
strike right there. But you're happily retired. Well, congratulations. 2 balls, 1 strike for Morphe. Morphe.
He pushed back up to 98 there against the Yankees' number 7 prospect.
Strike, swing and a miss, 99 miles an hour. This kid can bring it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes. He's got to work on his location though.
It's interesting because he's obviously struggling with his command and control right now. And the fastball is his best pitch. So the Yankees, I'm sure, sit fastball, but it's 98, 99. So it's a little easier said than done.
Ball outside, 3-2. That's full. Yeah, the kid's bringing chunky cheese right now.
And this is an interesting matchup too, because you mentioned
you got to love that.
For Arias, trying to kind of figure things out himself too. Had a 35% strikeout rate the first half of last year.
Spin one right here. Spin it. Spin it, spin it, spin it. Not a fastball. Ah, nope. Tried to overthrow. Ball in the dirt. That's a walk.
That's not comfortable.
Looks like he's okay. But...
that comes with a little bit more than a goat cheese. A goat cheese is kind of like a slider. You hear them all the time in the outfield. Throw the goat cheese. Throw the goat cheese. They're talking about a slider.
It's almost like that front leg double clutch.
Base is loaded here. One away. He's got to work through this. Let's see what this rookie's got. Friday will be his next game. I don't know if he'll be playing, though. Pitch comes in. That's a strike.
Lefty first baseman out of Virginia.
12th round pick in 2021 draft. AA, AAA player TJ Rumfeld for the Yankees right here. Right-hander deals. Ball outside, 1-1. Yeah, I don't know if Preston will be in that lineup on that Friday. He might not be in the lineup till the following week.
He's not your typical power over hit profile.
We will see what that brings.
And Doug.
Very good hitter, one of the better.
1-1 pitch.
So it seems like that could be a balancing agent when we saw them kind of have that gap of more power and less hit for so long.
Ball inside.
Yeah,
2-1.
Usually first base, you want, that's your 30 home run guy. And
You're welcome, Debbie.
Likely to hit 275 with 15 to 20, then go deep 30 times. But I mean, he's gotten to AAA, so he's knocking on the door.
2-1 pitch. Slider. Throw the goat cheese. He missed it. 3-1.
Just low. These are those moments, as tough as it can be to watch for young guys. I find it fascinating because you have to learn how to fail and you have to learn how to be in tough situations at this level. Cutting your teeth this early, it's
swinging a foul straight back. He's still bringing that cheese. He's got a big arm. My gosh. Welcome in, Steven Singleton. He's got a big, big arm. You just got to learn to control it. That's probably why he's still at single A.
Here from the left side. Rafael Flores at third base. Jesus Rodriguez and Roderick Arias also aboard.
Get yourself better, Debbie Bernfeld.
1-0 New York lead here early in the first.
Walked in a run.
Ball four. So a casual toss of the bat here.
2-0 Yankees.
It's 2-0 New York.
Make this kid work through it.
There is some movement in the Orioles bullpen. There's somebody getting loose down there, but I don't think he's ready to come in quite yet. So I think we're going to get at least one more batter from Morphe before they make.
Brendan Jones. He's a 12th round pick in the 2024 draft. Ball outside, 1-0. He can't find it.
For Morphe, shaking his head a little bit. You're starting to see that frustrated body language on the mound.
He's just having trouble repeating his delivery to throw any kind of consistent strikes. And unfortunately, when you get more frustrated, it just makes it that much tougher.
Strike right there. 1-1.
Jones is interesting. He did not make our Yankees top 30 prospects list, but he almost did. And he was just a 12th round pick last year out of Kansas State who's really impressed the Yankees. He's been better than they expected. He's got some bat-to-ball skills.
Fouls it straight back.
Fouls that one straight back. Looks like a breaking ball, one of the better breaking balls he's thrown. He's got some sneaky pop. He can run. He can play center field.
Brendan Jones, hometown Nashville, Tennessee.
He should.
Yeah, he should. Between Enrique Bradfield
1-2.
Jones, we have 5 Vanderbilt players.
Misses outside, 2-2.
Total, absolutely amazing. Because here's the thing that you're reminded of. LSU kind of pushed their way to the forefront. Tennessee is on a hot streak right now, just having those headlines in baseball. But Vanderbilt, under head coach Tim Corbin, they have stayed steady producers almost his entire tenure.
Popped him up.
And that program was nothing.
That's playable in left field. Short left field. Caught. That's an out.
Bradfield Jr. comes in, makes the catch. Runners will hold. And the Commodore allows no more for now. A big second out in the base.
2 outs in the inning now.
Yeah, Rodriguez is a below average runner at third base. That wasn't hit very deep at all. So that would have been kind of futile to test Enrique Bradfield Jr. there.
So out comes Chris Madera. He's the Orioles DSL manager. He's going to make a pitching change.
All right, they're going to change pitchers here. Pitching change. I have no idea why they're playing this on the baseball channel. Showing all body deodorant here. Good old Unilever throwing out a commercial. Levi Wells coming in. Levi Wells.
Welcome to the Good Night Club.
Come on, now they're advertising all the video games.
Patients who have
That's funny.
teeth but also want wider teeth.
That's good.
Make a choice, one versus the other. Sensodyne.
He was scared to come in today. He didn't want to watch his team.
Sensitivity protection. Patients are going to love to see Sensodyne on the shelf.
Keeler Morphe is done so far. The righty finishes 2/3 of this first inning. They'll turn.
Levi Wells coming in. He played high A ball in 2024.
Some tougher digits under that, but still plenty of reason to believe that he's going to keep growing through this.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's got a talented arm. I mean, he was a 4th-round pick out of Texas State back in 2023. Had up and down junior season.
Ball down low, 1-0, starting out with Wells. Wells a right-hander.
He's got high spin rate, so he can get some carry up in the zone. And he's got really good feel for spin that extends to his curveball and slider. Not much of a changeup guy. Was 97 with that first fastball, so he's coming out here pretty hot.
Wow, this kid's bringing it too. 97. Brandon Maia up there. He's a 2024 rookie. Number 29, Yankees prospect. Number 29, Yankees prospect. Popped it up foul, straight back.
Yeah, some of these guys are so young. He's just 19 years old. He played at 18 last season, turned 19 in September. He was the Yankees' top guy in their 2023 international class. He signed for $4.35 million, got some Gary Sheffield comparisons. And as you mentioned, he did struggle. He didn't really get too much power last year. He hit 282, but didn't get too much power.
Strike right there, 2-2. What's up, John? How you doing, buddy?
Still young, so there's a chance to
He's still Colt Emerson. Okay. Mariners farm system. Nice. Movie Mania Nick. Hello, Nick.
Not very forgiving, though. If people realize you can't recognize spin, then you're going to see a lot of curveballs.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him. Yankees get 2 in the top of the first. Let's see what the Orioles prospects can do now. Bradfield, Basalo, and looks like Bowers. First 3, it looks like.
This is where I play my favorite music. This is where I grow my small garden. It's here that I laugh. It's here that I learn. It's my sanctuary. It's my place. It is my home. Home means everything to me.
Ten.
Of the one who doesn't just see a broken die, he sees work stalled to a halt. Thankfully, he has Grainger, offering a scale to deliver fast. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
What if I told you that one of the best things you can do to improve the look and performance of your car can be done for under $20 and in less than 30 minutes?
Fix your cloudy and weathered headlights with Cerakote's #1 best-selling ceramic headlight.
My Orioles have already lost once today.
Without power tools, just wipe.
They got smacked around. It's, preseason's so hard. So many players you don't know. That's why I like these prospects games, because at least it's a level playing field all the way across.
Wait until it's too late. Buy today for under $20.
We all love the big moment. The big moment doesn't start with the big result. It starts with the yard work. Because the big moment is just one moment forged by 1,000 moments. Strauss and Major League Baseball. You're up. Go yard.
All right, Enrique Bradfield, Basalo, Dylan Beavers, the DH, Vance Honeycutt, cool Honeycutt, Ethan Anderson, Judd Fabian, Griff O'Farrell, Aaron Estrada, and Max Wagner. Get to see a couple good players.
Vance Honeycutt is cleaning things up and playing in center field. Griff O'Farrell bats seventh, the shortstop, and third baseman Max Wagner will round things out to get things started for the Orioles spring breakout.
All right, here we go. Orioles first at bat here for the prospects. Big swing and a miss. Strike one. Carlos Lagrange. He's a 2024 rookie and single A player, is your pitcher. Bradfield tries to lay it down and pops it up foul.
Bradfield trying for bunting and popping it up, and he came over to the U.S. His USA debut was 2023. Led Florida.
He averages 96 to 98 miles an hour on the fastball. Cakes, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Pat, Monday night I'm doing the Reds game. Reds and the Guardians, Monday night.
He's a tall guy. It's more of an upright delivery. Huge gap between his ceiling and floor. Like you could
ball upstairs.
In the front half of
I'm pretty sure I can get that game.
I wonder if he's going to throw enough strikes to get to the big league. Sliders probably.
I should have looked to see where they were showing it.
We saw 100 right there on that last pitch.
Watch on Cleveland G and the MLB Network. Yep, I can watch it.
He threw a couple pitches. He's battling.
I can see it. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You can see you trying to figure it out there. Like you just said, you've got 100, but you've also got to be.
It's the Battle of Cleveland. These are all rookies and prospect players, Debbie. Line drive, base hit, left field. They're all up and coming players. Nice job by Bradfield with a base hit. Spring training is regular MLB lineups.
He did think about it too, and he's one of the faster players in the minor leagues, and that was his old Vanderbilt teammate who fielded the ball, Spencer Jones. And you know, part of him wanted to test him. They have a bet. They have a dinner bet.
They do.
On who wins the game tonight. We have the 580 players and
T Park Giant, TPG, what's up?
But, he was thinking about testing his old teammate.
Battle of Ohio. Yeah, Tito will be in the other uniform. That will be interesting. That'd be weird. Throw to first. Bradfield throws it away. Enrique's taking off for second. He may look for third. He's flying. That guy is fast like the wind, Lightning. You go, Bullseye. He's over on third on the throw to first. That was E1.
When you have speed, like, I mean, the other team obviously knows how fast Enrique Bradfield is. It's not just stealing bases. It's putting pressure on the pitcher, crossing range, bad pickoff throw, worrying about keeping Bradfield close, and now he's all the way.
Now we got a runner on third with nobody out.
The dinner bet. He and Spencer Jones both were in the spring breakout game last year when this whole series kicked off.
Ball way upstairs. Holy hell. Play at the plate. Save. Enrique Bradfield diving in behind the catcher. Holy hell, this is great.
That was a great bounce.
Wow. And I think Bradfield can fly.
Would have been out of the play. And if Bradfield wasn't aggressive and broke as soon as the ball got by Flores, he's out. I mean, there are very few players who are going to score on that play with the ball bouncing straight back to the catcher.
Wow.
Very early there. You see the hand going down and it doesn't dive too early.
That was impressive. All right, 2-1 game.
Green shaking his head as he went back to face Basayo.
And that's what's cool about these games. I mean, everybody knows, if you follow prospects, Enrique Bradfield, one of the fastest prospects in the minors. That's his thing. And we get
1-1 to Basalo.
Red Sox.
Oh! Get up, ball. Keep going. Nope, not enough. That's a big fly shot to deep right field, but it's an out. He just missed it.
Blowing out to the left. And Basayo just laughing. He thought he got a better hold of that one, but we take another look at this sailing over Rafael Flores.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't think there's many guys safe on that. Good call by the umpire, because the catcher beat Enrique to the plate.
All right, one away.
Got to the front of the plate before the catcher could get.
First pitch comes in. That's a strike.
Strike to Dylan Beavers. He
Dylan Beavers is up. I love me some Beavers. What's up, Tim? How you doing, buddy? Ground ball tapped up the middle. Shortstop's got it. Throws him out at first. Beavers. Go take a seat. 2 outs.
And also from going first to third, he's got that super aggressive mindset on the bases too. He was immediately thinking third base.
DM, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
He didn't hesitate. Like a lot of guys aren't going to get to third base on that play necessarily.
2 outs here in the first. Here comes Vance Honeycutt, number 5 prospect. 2024, he was at North Carolina. First pitch comes in. That's a strike.
2024 for the Orioles, Vance Honeycutt.
First round pick in last year's draft. He had the best all around tools of any college player in the draft. The biggest question is probably the most important.
Pitch comes in just a bit high, 1-1.
Didn't have a great pro day.
Got a dynamic athlete here, they're saying. Tends to strike out often, though. Needs to put the ball in play more. He misses that one, pops it up to right field. That's playable. That'll be an out. That's the end of the first. 2-1. Good first inning. Spring breakthrough, everybody. If you are new today, hit that subscribe and help us out. We would really appreciate it. I got to do some thumbnails tonight. Got to tweak a show. Get it ready. I got some stuff to do tonight. I'll sit here, talk to some, have a good phone call, and talk to myself. I talk to myself when I'm writing shows and doing stuff.
Do you want your car to have deep gloss, stay cleaner longer, and have it last for up to 50 washes, guaranteed?
Fred O'Malley hanging out with us. A lot of good people hanging out. 9 subscribers from the 900 mark.
Simply spray it on and lightly buff to get long-lasting professional results. Just look.
9 subs.
Water just blows right off. You can trust Cerakote's #1 selling
I wonder
product.
if I can make that a lighter blue. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that's not. Oh, what a feeling.
Dreams begin here. Welcome to the Good Night Club.
Yeah, got to stay busy.
The future unfolded.
I've lost an argument to myself before.
Continues on MLB Network. Get a first look.
It's happened.
Young talent as clubs' prized prospects go head-to-head. The Spring Breakout Series continues tonight on MLB Network.
Well, if you're a fan of the Baby Bombers, you've got a little bit to wait for a lot of these guys.
Balabon, how you doing? Welcome in.
Right now, at least on this roster, is Spencer Jones.
Yeah, and even Spencer, while he's super interesting, he struck out 200 times last year in the minor league. So it's not going to be, and that was in Double-A. So he needs to, I'm sure he's going to begin the season in Triple-A. He's going to have to prove he can make more contact before he gets a chance. Now, obviously, guys like Jason Dominguez.
All right, here we go. Back up, top of the second.
Aren't on that list, but if you look at that graph, the interesting thing is most of their guys.
First pitch in.
Probably 2 or 3 years away from
Nice pitch. That's a strike.
prospects in this game.
Engleth Urena. He's a rookie. He's your DH batting 9th. Well, I'm looking at the screen and it says 2-1 Yankees.
They have 4 catchers on their roster. Flores is starting a catcher. We've seen Jesus Rodriguez, who's not a very good catcher. He's playing third base. Arena's playing DH. And we'll probably see Edgeline Perez.
William trying to tell jokes. He's doing dad jokes in here.
Catcher comes in later in the game for Flores. But they, like I said, a lot of their catchers
2-1.
are offense first.
Right-hander at the hill.
You look at their big league club. I mean, they've had guys.
Fouls it off. 2-2.
It was true of those guys as well.
It's you took the words out of
2-2.
Sitting with you when it was a fall leaguer, Gary Sanchez, and a big graduating class of very heavy offensive catchers. And just watching him, trying to adjust. New York is tough on anybody. And the irony of baseball now being that Sanchez is on the other side of things in orange and black for Baltimore.
Ground ball hit hard over to third. Backhand. Nope. Can't make the play.
Tough play here. Kicks off of the rubber at third base.
Kicks off of the bag. That's going to be a single. Wow.
That's what they call a great hop.
Cheering for the Orioles, Balabin.
Interesting. I mean, if it didn't hit the base,
That was a nice piece of hitting right there. Right off the bag at third base.
Urina's smiling. I mean, it's in the box score. It looks like it is a base hit. So nobody knows it bounced off the bag. He did hit it.
First pitch swinging, line drive, center field. That's playable. That's an out. That was Lombard, leadoff hitter. That's an out. 1 out in the inning, runner on first.
Honeycutt being almost as good defender as Enrique Bradfield. It's interesting. Vance Honeycutt's playing center today, and Enrique Bradfield's playing left. I don't know how they determine that.
I was just going to say, how often do you think that switches around?
If they were on the same big league team, we have them both as 70 defenders on the 20 to 80 scouting scale. So, I think Enrique's
right-hander at the set, kicks and deals. Ball down low, 1-0.
And Judd Fabian's played center field as
Wells is your pitcher.
You throw out the
Spencer Jones up there hitting. Number 3 Yankee prospect.
That would be prime running space for Bradfield.
He got hit by a pitch his first at bat. Ball upstairs, 2-0.
Spencer Jones so far looking at eyeing a steak dinner tonight. I know we've mentioned this several times, but he called up Enrique. He said once the rosters were revealed in the spring breakout show, and both of them were returning for the second time. So he said, hey, dinner's on the line. And it's simple. Whoever wins the game has to buy dinner. So for Spencer, he said, yeah, he's going to give me a nice steak, and Enrique will not commit. He said, no, I just want to see how the game goes.
That's good. I like Enrique's focused. He's not thinking about, he's focusing on what he can control, and he'll worry about the meal later. It's Spencer Jones hit 2 home runs. And then last year's spring.
Did he get hit again?
He was one of the top performers.
They've hit him twice.
Hit by 2 pitches. I think he probably enjoyed last year more often. That was only 96, so that probably felt good compared to the 99 that Morphe got him. I think he got the guard again, fortunately. But
so take another look here. They're just, if you get hit, there's no chance for you to hit a home run, I guess.
That's right.
The Aaron Judge treatment arrives early.
Like, wonder what he's done to the Orioles. Come on.
The rivalries start young. We're going to start that storyline. Rafael Flores and a foul ball. Another great crowd here this evening. The more that social media, digital,
No balls, 1 strike, 2 on, 1 away.
It's so much more attention now than it did a decade ago. These kids are really getting on the map. They're getting ingrained with the fan base.
Strike right there. Oh, how is that not called a strike? Wow.
I know I work for MLB, and I'm not just saying this.
1-1. Wow.
When you're talking about 27-man rosters, 30 teams, and 16 games, that's a lot. And I thought it came off really well last year. And this year,
ball down low, 2-1.
Are the crowds? There were 6,500 fans in Clearwater, where I was yesterday. I think they were expecting a crowd of maybe 5,000 tonight. Like, you do not see many empty seats here, and it's just year 2, and already fans know what this is. Fans are coming to the game. There's no
3-1. He misses off again.
Joined up with a regular spring training game. No, the fans are just here to see the prospects. And I know, Millie, you've talked to a lot of players too, like I have. It's just year 2. The players are excited. The players want to be in this.
Yeah.
They're looking forward to it. Whether it's the
fly ball right field. That's going to be tough.
There's a lot of relationships.
Caught down and track. That's an out. 2 away.
Sends Fabian twisting, but he finds it in and out of the shadows and retires. Flores a long drive, but an out. And 2 away. We'll go ahead and take a look at the defense here. Presented to you by T-Mobile. So again, Fabian just made the out and right. We mentioned it. Vance Honeycutt in center. With Enrique Bradfield Jr. flanking his left around the bases. Max Wagner at third. Rufo Farrell, the shortstop. Aaron Estrada at second base. Ethan Anderson plays first. And Samuel Basayo catching so far.
That's a very stout outfield right there. And then you've got a
first pitch comes in. That's a strike.
In last year's draft. So some good leather. The Orange just seems like
Plymouth Rock. Hello again.
I grew up in the DC area when we didn't have a team in DC. We had the Orioles, and you always had Mark Belanger, Brooks Robinson, and Paul Blair, and Bobby Grich, and on and on and on. Those Oral Weaver teams always had good defense.
Runner takes off for third.
On the way up.
Safe. Saying he comes off. Oh, they're saying he came off the base. That's an out.
Orioles young prospects capitalize. Basayo with a flash.
Basayo can throw the puck. So
Keeps the Yankees off the scoreboard, but still a 2-1 lead for New York.
Whenever heartburn strikes, get fast relief with Tums. It's time to love food back. Also try Tums Gummy Bites.
Give me a hot pink cosmopolitan and some drama.
Get the right stuff. What's the twist? Give me an early morning tea time and a Bloody Mary with Kettle and vodka.
Give me a cocktail with kettle and vodka.
Life doesn't come with an owner's manual. Freedom is getting to write your own. So get 10% off a Jeep Wrangler or get into a Jeep Grand Cherokee with Freedom is on road or off, where it's a front row seat to the city or a second row seat, maybe even a third. Life doesn't come with an owner's manual, so get out there and write your own.
During the Jeep Celebration event, get 10% below MSRP.
all right, bottom of the inning coming up as Basayo throws the kid out.
2024 Jeep Wrangler models. See your local Jeep brand dealer today.
Here's to the moment. To ever-changing landscapes. And the once in a lifetime. To bring
And it's good to see all these players out here, these young players.
having every reason to celebrate. To growing bolder together. Finding more.
Bottom of the second inning.
Bottom of the second inning coming up here quick.
For the Orioles
Man, they move right along. They don't waste much time.
Will lead things off. Yankees with an early 2-1 lead here over the Orioles. Now Samuel Basayo, again by the skin of their teeth, catching Urania as he tried to take third base.
All right, here's Ethan Anderson. Played A and A+. He's the number 18 prospect for the Orioles.
Came off. It was only for a split second, but I mean that's why I think instant replays train guys to do that more too. Is keep the tag on them, and you might steal some outs.
I don't know what their ages all are.
Removing a frisbee in center field. Spencer Jones with the retrieval.
Ball outside, 1-1.
Outside for LaGrange. To Ethan Anderson.
LaGrange showing there for the Yankees pitching. Fouls that one straight back, 1-2.
From the tall right, he lifts it out.
100 miles an hour from the rookie.
You mentioned it. A quick moment here for Max Wagner. 1-2. You couldn't believe
Ball
it.
upstairs, 2-2.
To Anderson is that.
I wonder, it was so bang because he was only off the base for like a split second. I wonder if they had replay. They would have been looking at that to see did he actually come off the bat.
Check swing. He went strike 3. Yep.
Here they appeal down to third. He went. Anderson set down.
I don't know if the Orioles will want to sign an extension or not with him. I have no idea.
And then he comes at you with an off-speed pitch at 90, and you're geared up. It's hard to check that swing time.
They're not going to overpay people. I know that.
A couple times in the fall league, he showed
ball inside.
Absolutely zero control. Again, he was coming off.
Mullins has had a lot of good years here.
With back issues, and he's doing a really nice job of throwing strikes here today to go with the quality stuff.
It seems once he got
swing and a miss, 1-1.
Emergence out of the depths. So he gets free swinging Judd Fabian.
Judd Fabian, number 23 prospect for the Orioles. He was at AA and AAA. That's a strike right down the middle.
He's working off speed on Fabian.
And it wasn't an overly long first inning for him. Pitch to contact after Enrique Bradfield Jr.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Once Enrique.
Oh, just missed.
Down, all was fine.
2-2.
2-2 now. You can see there just 22 pitches for him so far. For Fabian, competitive round pick for the Orioles back in 2020.
Strike three, take a seat.
Too far from here. He's set down back-to-back strikeouts now for LaGrange. Really rolling here for the Yankees in the second inning.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour on that fastball. He's been popping triple digits pretty consistently this inning. And again, he could do that. I mean, he's a big guy, long levers, generates plenty of velocity. And again, I mean, it's 2 inning outings. We're not putting this guy in the big leagues.
Ground ball foul.
But this is what the Yankees want to see out of him this year: is stay healthy, show this kind of stuff, show that you can actually throw for strikes, and then mix in some secondary pitches. And this has been an impressive outing for him so far.
0-1.
Once he stopped worrying about Enrique Bradfield, once he
ball upstairs, 1-1.
He's got retired 5 in a row.
Griff Overfell, the number 7 prospect, single A and double A, is shortstop.
Well, they almost had the trick play where he fired the ball as hard as he could off.
Ball inside.
And it bounced straight back to the catcher, and Bradfield just beat
the. It could happen, William. It could happen.
Or the first run for the Orioles, I should say.
Griff O'Farrell here out of Virginia. Was one of the
ground ball over to shortstop, up clean. Over to first, that'll end the inning.
Back to Lombard, the shortstop, the first. Plenty of time. 3 up, 3 down.
We're going to the top of the third.
People will come, and they'll watch the game. And it'll be as if they'd dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick, they'll have to brush them away from their faces. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers, been erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. But baseball has marked the time. This field, this game, is a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again.
That's always a good commercial. I like that one.
In just 3 easy steps and without power tools.
You grew up 20 minutes from the Field of Dreams. I'd like to go there someday.
Restores and protects, and for as long as you own your vehicle, it's guaranteed. You can trust Cerakote.
They're playing in a stadium down in Florida, Sarasota. The Orioles AAA facility. Not AAA, the Orioles spring training facility.
How do you sleep at night? On a mattress from Mattress Firm. So I sleep.
At the Upgrade Your Sleep sale, save up to $600 on Sealy and get a free adjustable base. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night.
Yeah, you don't really think about it. I'd love to go.
This is a name you have to pay attention to.
George Lombard, 26th overall pick by the Yankees in 23. His father played 6 MLB seasons. He's a current Tigers bench coach. Scouting report, high baseball IQ and tools. And they're going to talk to him right now.
George, we're so glad to have you here with us. Now, I just want to dive right into this because you've talked about being around big league camp and watching these guys go to work and just absorbing everything from them. Who have you been?
That's still pretty cool. I would love to be at TPG.
First of all, yeah, thank you guys for having me. It's hard to name one guy, but for sure some of them, like Anthony Volpe.
First pitch comes in, that's a strike.
Just everybody knows how good, especially on the defensive side, everybody knows how good he's been. So working with him, learning from him defensively. Then I've talked a lot with Belly, with Goldie, some of the veterans about hitting things, offensive things, just kind of knowing the game and maturing in both my approach and my routines and how I go about my business. But
ball down low, 1-1.
George, how much does it help having a father who played in the big leagues, coached in the big leagues? I talk to players who've been in a similar situation. It seems like there's so many of them. And it just seems like guys are more comfortable when they get into pro ball.
Ground ball over to short, up clean. Over to first, that's an out. One away.
For sure. I mean, yeah, there's definitely quite a few of us that have been around the game, but it's such a huge help just being familiar with the baseball lifestyle and being around all the guys every day and kind of what it takes day in and day out. But yeah, it's been. I feel like it's just helped me so much to prepare and to know what to expect. So yeah, I'm always very grateful for it.
So tell me on the other side of things about your mom, because we heard she's also pretty active. She gives you some tips from time to time. Take us inside that.
Back up top, first pitch, ball one.
His coach, and he's can't be around to watch me play as much as
Arias up there now.
I mean, a staple for both my brother and I. Just all the summer ball games, all the travel, all the time she's put into us. Definitely wouldn't be here without her. And
Fouls that one off, 1-1.
Is not afraid to put an order to it on the coaching side if she sees anything for both of us. But yeah, I'm always so grateful for her and everything that she's done for both of us.
I'm going to stick with the family theme for one more question. Give us a scouting report on Jacob. I'm hearing potential first-round pick in 2026.
Strike there, 1-2.
You at the same age.
I mean, he's a stud. I don't want to go into a comparison, but he's a stud in his own right. And, I know he's gonna be successful and whatever route he ends up going. But yeah, it's
ball 2-2.
To be around him, compete with him, train with him. We both push each other to get better, and yeah, he's gonna be a stud.
You've talked to a couple people so far about your off season. You were coming a little more upright, quieting your hands a little more. What kind of
swing and a miss? Strike 3, got him.
Tip you were looking for?
That brings up Runfeld, the first baseman.
A little bit of everything. It wasn't. I tried to attack anything specific in my swing. It was just feeling a little bit more comfortable, trying to get a little bit more consistent with everything. And yeah, I've been feeling good. As you said, I've been seeing the ball well. I feel like I'm in control of my body. And yeah, it's just keep it going. I think the experience and getting more at bats in the right ball definitely helps. So yeah, we're just trying to give it every day.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Saw you early last year.
Riley is the right-handed pitcher for the Orioles now.
Swinging and missing fastballs in the zone. Are these changes in the offseason designed to help make that adjustment? And it seemed like you did have much more success in the second half of last season in handling fastballs in the zone.
Yeah, that's definitely something we worked on last year. It was
ball down low.
An adjustment that I had to make for sure. But yeah, that's there's always. I feel like in the sport, it's always a back and forth. With, you figure out this, then something else comes up, and then it's just so on and so on. So it's always a game of constant adjustments. And it's definitely one of the things that I had to work on and still working on every day. Yeah, it's.
Swinging a foul. 1-2 remains.
We have got a 2-strike and 2-out situation here. So if you could just quickly tell us, what does a spring breakout game mean to you, George?
It's awesome. I mean, I got to play in the one last year. It was a great experience. We played well, got a great win, and again this year, being more familiar with all the guys and all the staff, it's such a great experience.
Whoop, strike 3, swing and take a seat.
Well, we'll see. George Lombard Jr., thank you so much for joining
us. Nice pitching by Riley. That's going to bring Estrada, Wagner, and Bradfield up for the Orioles. Estrada, Wagner, and Bradfield for the Birds in the bottom of 3.
Full-size fries, a drink, and a sundae. You get an honest-to-goodness meal for just $7 at DQ. Give me a hot pink cosmopolitan and some drama.
Give me a kitchen right side up. We said twist now. Give me an early morning tea time and a Bloody Mary with kettle and vodka.
Give me a cocktail with kettle and vodka.
I got help to push back.
I got help to push back.
BALvsNYY helps us push back against bipolar 1.
Let's see how quick they can come back this time.
Episodes of bipolar 1 in adults to help you push back. BALvsNYY is not approved for elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis due to increased stroke. Samidorphan, a medicine in BALvsNYY, can cause severe opioid withdrawal that can lead to hospitalization.
I'm glad they're doing these prospect games.
Do not take BALvsNYY if you are taking opioids or are in opioid withdrawal. Get emergency help if you have trouble breathing with or without drowsiness, feel faint, very dizzy or confused, have a fever, stiff muscles, rash, swollen glands, or high blood sugar, or have liver, kidney, heart, or lung problems. These could be signs of life-threatening conditions. High cholesterol, weight gain, uncontrolled body movements that may not go away, or falls may also occur. These are not all of the risks.
Are you ready? Ask your doctor about BALvsNYY. Looking for copay savings? For info, text copay to 45286.
I'm going to break down the Yankees' best tool here in the 20-80 scouting scale. 50 represents average. And the guy we've seen on the mound starting the game for the Yankees today, Carlos LaGrange, 70 fastball.
Yep.
70 fastball. No, I don't know. Today, with the way he's looked, we should go 80 on him because he's been sitting out.
We're getting so hot. Okay.
We could have, but based on today's report, sitting 98 to 100. His last one to Griffith Farrell last inning was 101. And he's actually thrown it for strikes, which was the big question. I mean, it's definitely 80 velocity. But
all right, here comes Estrada, left-handed hitter. Crowd's kind of quiet.
The best prospects living up to their expectations, showing you what they can do. And yeah, I mean, he's far from the big leagues. He's young. He's got to figure out secondary pitches and control. But you could see why.
Oh, swing and a miss on a nasty slider.
To pull up the back end of pipeline here, start changing the numbers.
That's right. I don't know if I have access to Forge, which is the program we use. I don't know if I can. They want me if they'll let me do that. But and again, we're not going to be. We're joking, of course. We're not going to revise this grade based on one game. But today, I mean, that's been an 80 fastball today.
Yeah, and plenty of reasons.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He's only at 31 pitches right now, so a really good chance here for him to work in the third inning against Aaron Estrada, switch hitting second baseman for the O's.
Ground ball tapped over to second. Throws him out at first.
Single innings, we threw more than 31 pitches.
It's Estrada to ground out and the first away. You mentioned that scouting.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get any baseball players on.
A bit further though, when you just said it. Came in with that 70 fastball, but well above average. At 80 is the ceiling. 20 to 30 is where you absolutely don't want to be. 50 is right about in the middle. So as you said, overall, that's 65 or better. That's where things start to look like big league tools.
Yeah, at 50, just to clarify too, it's average. But big league average is pretty good. Like if you do
1 away here.
big leaguers pretty good. And just to put it in perspective, like say if we're talking about power, 50 would be a 50
Max Wagner, second-round pick in 2022. He's at single A and double A games right now.
Fastball wise, average velocity, so it's about 94 miles an hour, I think, is your average fastball velocity these days. It seems like that keeps going up. And then 96 mile an hour would be 60. And then for fastballs, we're talking about range. You also factor in the movement of the pitch, his ability to command the pitch. It's not just pure velocity, but yeah, it's kind of a simple scale they use to compare guys. We talked about Enrique Bradfield's speed. That's an 80. He has 80 speed. We talked about how great he and Vance Honeycutt both are defensively. There's 70 defenders, so that's a Gold Glove caliber.
Yeah, it is. Gold Glove caliber.
And you can use this. I don't know if you can.
Pops that one foul.
Prospects for going on almost 4 decades of doing it now because I'm getting old. You can rate restaurants. That was a 50 restaurant.
Bradfield on deck.
On the 20 to 80 scouting scale.
He's got a chance here. You look at again, Enrique Bradfield Jr. is in the on-deck circle. The 9th batter. LaGrange will get to face. It's Max Wagner as he sends it.
Fouls another one off. 2-2.
2-2. Wagner, the second-round pick back in 2022, former Clemson Tiger.
Yeah, he was interesting. He did not play much his
Popped up.
year at Clemson, and he didn't play at the beginning of that season, and then he caught fire in, I think, late college baseball homers the second half of the season.
Pops it up here. Tracking in comes George Lombard Jr. And it's 2 down.
2 down here in the inning.
So here comes Enrique Bradfield Jr. And look at that. Just great recognition. But this is what you love, and you mentioned it. They know he's fast, and it creates that mental game.
Yeah, and again, this ball bounced straight back to Enrique behind the plate, and anybody who doesn't have 80 speeds out on that play. But Enrique...
1 ball, no strikes.
You can also see, like I was mentioning before, too, when the ball got by the first baseman, he looked to pick up where it was.
Bradfield 1 for 1 today.
Like he knew.
And I think that's another part of it, too. It's not just the speed. It's trusting your own intuition. If he has it...
Popped up behind shortstop.
Right. And again, there are plenty of fast guys who aren't...
That'll end the inning for the Orioles. Going to the 4th. Going to the 4th. We're working on these other ones we have.
guarantee. You can trust Cerakote with over 60,000.
Tuesday and Wednesday morning, 6 a.m. for the Cubs games. Tuesday and Wednesday morning.
It's pronounced Biberty. Biberty. Nice try, kid. Only pay for what you need.
Baseball season is upon us.
MLB Network today. You stream up to 15 live out-of-market games a week, 24/7 access to MLB Network, and live radio for all 30 clubs. Stream MLB Network with MLB@BAT for $6.99 a month.
Hey, Jordan, what's up, buddy? Welcome in.
For the Orioles, as you take a look at their ETA, and again, you've got a couple here in 2025. Dylan Beavers, Samuel Basayo, again, a name that's on everybody's tip of their tongue right now, and more down the line. 2027 could be fun in the AL East.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, as you know, covering the Orioles on a regular basis, they have so many young players. It's like, how do you get all these guys into the lineup? I mean,
all right, Riley back out on the hill for the Orioles.
Not really much more he has to do offensively.
Jones up there as a hitter. He's 0 for 1.
Like, he's going to be ready soon. You know, that list, again, it doesn't include players who aren't here. Kobe Mayo, we're going to see him in Baltimore at some point in 2025. Chase
swing and a miss.
Big league camp, but it's
1-1.
It'll be interesting to see. You know, you had some movement, some guys left, new guys in the lineup this year, but they still have so much young talent on the position side to try to incorporate.
Now we'll get another look at Patrick Riley here, who had a very quick inning in the third, including a pair of strikeouts to Arias and Rumfield.
Patrick Riley.
Brendan Jones, who flied out in the first inning.
Patrick Riley, like, this is the guy who could make a leap this year. He always had a good arm. When he was at Vanderbilt, inconsistent control. And Vanderbilt, you know, we talked about how limited they are. There's 5 guys in this game.
We're going to play bingo for how often we say Vanderbilt.
Exactly.
3-1, 3-1.
Alcohol poisoning. But I was going to say, with Patrick Riley, like, their pitching staff.
Oh, ball 4.
Control command, like, he never really had a regular role in the rotation. But, I mean, he's a guy who could be up to 100. He does issue a walk there to Brendan Jones lead off the inning. But you see here, he's up to 100 miles an hour. The slider, it's a power slider. He can turn it into an even harder cutter. It's a power arm. He has a little bit of a change of tempo.
Patrick Riley with a power arm. High-octane stuff, they say.
They would give up an arm like Patrick Riley. He's just getting started his pro career, but it's a high-quality arm. You develop him as a starter.
Fouls that off.
This guy who's got the stuff to pitch in the late innings as a reliever. And, you know, we were talking about how Carlos LaGrange has been much more efficient today than we've seen it out of him in the past. That third inning from Patrick Riley, we had to rush through that interview with George Lombard Jr. because Patrick Riley just bam, bam, bam. Like, I don't know how many pitches he threw, but it felt like it was about 12 or 13 pitches to pitch a 1-2-3 inning.
That's a shot.
The ball out towards right.
Foul.
Won't stay fair.
Ball was ripped.
That's a heads up if you've ever needed one. Shards just going everywhere. He's left with a toothpick.
I think he's going to have to get a new bat.
I don't think.
And that back's shattered.
Just sawed it right off there. And that's so tough, too, because some of these guys, this is something you don't think about. The big leaguers have a whole timber yard of bats available to them. And some minor league guys, I've watched them over the years. If you're not that high-profile guy who has a bat deal, you know, you kind of beg, borrow, and steal from other teammates. If they have a deal, they'll let you borrow some of theirs, especially if it works well.
Maia today, 0 for 1. Runner on first, 2 strikes. Just spit outside.
He might have a deal.
He might be the one dealing them to teammates.
And if he doesn't have a deal, he can afford some good lumber. But no, you're absolutely right. Like, if you don't have a bat deal and you don't have a big selection of bats, you don't want to use a good bat in BP. Like, you got to use, it's tough.
Yeah.
Move over to first, not in time.
Kickoff play at first, just back.
Under the tag of Anderson.
He can run. He's got, 60, 65 speed on a 20, 28 scouting scale. You know, it is interesting. Well, when we talk about Basayo, I keep saying he needs to polish up his defense on the plate. It's more the receiving. He's got a well above average arm. So if Jones is going to test him, he's going to do so at his own risk.
And that's usually when you hear that arm does need work, it's usually the opposite.
Yeah.
It's making sure that you're not overhyped, that you're calm and you're direct when you are targeting a runner. He'll go again here. Throw
strike right there. Skips away and he steals a bag. Nice job by Honeycutt in center field, backing up the play.
He got a really good jump on that. I mean, we were just talking up beside his arm strength. He was going to have a hard time throwing out that one with the jump he got.
So you take a look again, that easy outside advancement there. Under Estrada's glove. Maya.
Fly ball. Center field.
Honeycutt calls off Fabian.
Nice throw.
And makes the catch. Tag and
2 outs in the inning.
Effort really there to take third. Jones will stay put. Fly to center field for Maya, and he's retired.
Yeah, Honeycutt's got a good arm to go with his defensive prowess in center field. So you can't really test him on that one.
They called him a highlight reel with the glove while he was in college.
No, I mean, he could do it all. Like I said, I mean, his strikeout rate was high. It was pushing 30% at North Carolina, and it was even higher than that in his brief pro debut. So he's going to have to cut down on that. But if he can hit consistently, he could be a 30-30 Gold Glove center fielder. If Enrique Bradfield cedes center field to him, he might have to sell it for a Gold Glove on a corner, I guess.
Gold Glove on a corner for Bradfield would be nice.
History. At one point,
The arena up there now hitting 301 in the season, preseason.
So we both showed up at AA together. And
inside for a ball.
Paper, scissors for who goes where.
It's interesting because when you're coming up for the minors, teams will bounce guys around. Like, you know, just like it's possible that George Lombard Jr. and Roderick Arias will be on the same team. So only one can play shortstop every day. So you give guys versatility at different positions. But when you get to the big leagues,
these analysis are really good today.
Guys around. Like one guy will be the center fielder, one guy will be the corner outfielder for the most part.
And you've seen that big tag placed on raw athletic shortstops because their flexibility to adjust that athleticism elsewhere on the diamond has started to really come to the top. As now it's another miss. 4 straight balls here to Urania, and he's going to go ahead and take it first.
And now he's got to face.
All right, now you got first and second, 1 away.
Control and command this inning, which has been his bugaboo. He's always had a good arm. He's been throwing 96, 97. I think we're seeing a 91 mile an hour. I don't know if that was a cutter or a changeup. His secondary pitches have both been in the low 90s, and he's just having trouble throwing strikes right now.
So George Lombard Jr. will get another chance. And the first pitch strike. So far, he struck out and flied out this evening.
All right, here we go. Lombard, top of the order again. Fly ball center field. Driving him back. Nice catch in center at the wall. Runner is second will tag. We're going to have first and third.
Stumbling, though, at second base. Jones still makes it to third. So fortunate there, fly out for Lombard, but he puts runners on the corners.
You can see the strength by Lombard there. He just hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark, but he really got into that.
He muscled that one out from outside.
Big numbers last year. He was just 19 in his first full season of pro ball. I really think he's going to potentially be one of the top handful of shortstop prospects in all of the minor leagues after this season.
It just sounds different.
Ball outside. Too many balls, I think. Too much, high counts. Spencer Jones, he's been hit by a pitch twice. He gets hit a third time, he's going to fight somebody. Popped up. Bradfield over.
Not hit by a pitch this time, but to his former teammate Enrique Bradfield.
There's a third out. Orioles coming to bat. They got some work to do.
Another former Commodore here. No more damage for New York. Still a 2-1 lead. No report.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, serves up the big smasher burger. Or you can settle for a drive-thru. Plus, get fries, a drink, and bottomless
barbecue sauce.
$10.99. See you later, tiny drive-thru burger. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Insurify. At Insurify, we make it easy to cut your car insurance bill in half. Half? How? Just go to Insurify.com and compare dozens of quotes in a few clicks. You cut out the middleman so you can cut your bill in half. Go to Insurify.com and save up to 50% on your car insurance.
Cooper Kupp signed with the Seahawks. I didn't see that. That must be new. Hello, Jennifer Caruso. Welcome in.
We all love
the big moment. The big moment doesn't start with the big result. It starts with the yard work.
Orioles got to do some hitting.
1 moment forged 5,000 moments. Strauss and Major
Signed last night. I missed it.
Give me a hot and pink cosmopolitan and some drama. Give me a kitten race it up. What's the twist?
Do, 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 do.
Bloody Mary with kettle and vodka.
Give me a cocktail with kettle and vodka.
Looks like they're going to leave Larange in there to pitch.
Spring breakout. Vanderbilt is making their mark again on the rosters this year. She has 52 former Commodores played at least one professional game in 2024. Tim Corbin, the head coach for Vanderbilt, took over and started coaching in 2003, and this mark just continues. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Not just 9 guys, 5 in this game. There would have been a 10th. Dominic Keegan, who's a sleeper catching prospect for the Rays organization. Minor injury, and they wanted to focus to get ready for the season, and it would have been 10. But yeah,
Samuel Basallo, 13th overall prospect for the Orioles. He's now up there.
It absolutely has to be. And even then, outside of that, there's so much SEC talent that's sprinkled in here. Look, you love this. He's been waiting for it. Finally got to retire Spencer Jones.
Basallo, fly ball, center field. That's going to be playable for an out.
High out towards right center field. Unfortunately, the wrong direction for the wind.
Yeah, the wind isn't helping either there. One out here in the fourth.
Fourth inning. So we're getting to see a lot of him. He's been very efficient, only 43 pitches, still throwing 99 miles an hour.
Guy pitching for the Yankees is pitching well.
But this is exactly what the Yankees are hoping to see from him this year. I mean, they could not have scripted this any better.
Ball outside, 1-0.
He's looking very comfortable on the mound, looking healthy.
Here comes Beavers again.
He gets Dylan Beavers here, who's serving as the designated hitter this afternoon. Gets so much different.
Swing and a miss, 1-1.
22 draft pick with Max Wagner as he offers up and he wins the count.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, between Bradfield, the outfield of Bradfield, Honeycutt, and Judd Fabian. Bradfield was Vanderbilt, obviously. Honeycutt, UNC.
Swing and a miss. Strike one. Strike two. Beavers with some big cuts.
It seems like the Orioles every year. It doesn't seem like they take their last 2 first-round picks were Bradfield and Honeycutt. But it seems like most year, I guess Beavers was the one their top pick year before that. They're always taking that college outfielder in the first round. So,
and it's definitely, you can see the preference there, and every team has.
Colt Cowser, Dusty Kerstep too, who we aren't even playing off prospects anymore. I've just
ball outside 2-2.
And Adley Rutschman and Jackson Holiday. But I want to say, I think 5 of their last 7 drafts, their top picks have been a college outfielder.
And we know that they do love the college preference over anything. You just get that little extra polish. They've had a little more tape.
Line drive, left center field. That's going to be playable. That's an out. That ball cut right back to him.
There's Brandon Maya, 2 down.
But what I like too is they aren't so steadfast that it's only college. When circumstances dictate, 2022, the best players, they're picking number 1, the best players at the top of the draft were all high school guys. They took Jackson Holiday. And year they took Adley Rutschman. They had the number 1 pick. They had a large bonus pool. And they were able to float Gunnar Henderson, who was a high school player, down to the 2nd round and pay him an overslot bonus. So,
upstairs, almost hit him.
And obviously the college players work well for
Honeycutt, your center fielder in there now.
When it becomes so dogmatic, like we're only taking college players, that's where I think you get in trouble. And that's what I like about the Orioles. Like, look, they weren't going to walk away from Jackson Holiday because he was a high school player.
Exactly.
And even though they took Adley Rutschman over Bobby Witt Jr. with the first pick in 2019, which I think most teams would have. Bobby was a high school kid. They went a high school kid in the 2nd round. So they're not afraid. You know, Kobe Mayo was an
strike right there.
So it's not
1-1.
They do have their preferences. But in the end of the day, as it should, talent wins out. It's not just demographics.
That's extremely well said. And you take a look down the line here at just more names. And again, this was a system Mike Elias, Kobe Perez, Matt Blood all took over, and there wasn't a lot.
Fly ball, left center field. That's going to get out and get down. That's going to bounce up against the wall. Honeycutt, is he looking for 3?
Chance takes a bounce and puts back in. They're going to send him around.
Honeycutt in the park, home run. Holy hell.
The baby birds generating their own runs.
Wow.
Vance Honeycutt.
You don't see that often.
That was pretty funny. We'd be talking, maybe not on air, but we were talking about how the wind's blowing out to the left. This ball kept going and going and going. I thought he was going to hop the fence, and he didn't. He clipped the top of the fence. And the thing is, he never stopped running. He had the play in front of him, never stopped running. Picked up the
wow.
Thought he might blow out a tire. They're coming around third. I think he's probably getting some oxygen or something in the dugout. But Vance Honeycutt can run. I mean, he's not just a power hitter. I mean, we talked about his great all-around tools, and that was just a perfectly placed ball, and he never hesitated.
And perfect, you mentioned this, just didn't break speed. He was approaching second base to see that it didn't bounce out for a ground rule double, and once that happened, it was
Andrew Patman, hello, welcome in.
You know, guy will be like, okay, it's going to go over the fence, or it's hit to left, that's a double, and they'll pull up. But he was running full speed because he knew as he rounded second, if they
Jared Reynolds, welcome in.
That was pretty exciting. That's going to go down as one of the highlights.
No balls, 2 strikes right there.
He said, listen, I heard you're updating some grading in this game. I'd like you to look at my speed again.
Yeah, we'll have he's got a big smile on his face.
Ground ball tapped over to second. Shortstop's going to cut it off. Throw him out at first. That'll end the inning.
Very true. On the ground, crossing over.
Top of the 5th coming up.
Ethan Anderson, and the inning draws to a close. But Vance Honeycutt, the former Diamond Deal, putting it where no one can get it and bringing himself home. We're tied at 2.
Tied at 2 here in this game.
Oroxon gel, the first FDA-cleared ED treatment available without a prescription. Oroxon gel is clinically proven to work within 10 minutes, so you and your partner can experience the
top of the inning. We got Flores, Rodriguez, and Arias coming up. Flores, Rodriguez, and Arias coming up.
Price drop alert. So the deals come to you. Oops. Big deals right when you need them. Hard. Download the app today.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
It's time for the best deals across the full line. F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years. You've got Maverick and the North American 2025 Truck of the Year, Ford Ranger, fully prepared.
Did you sleep here last night?
You stay ready. You don't need to get ready.
And this crew is truck.
See if I can get that caught up to the other one here. Dun, dun. Let's go. Now they're stuck. There we go.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent. Absolutely stellar night in Sarasota, Florida.
Oh, we get Orioles bringing in the left-handed pitcher, De Leon.
And a new man on the mound for the Orioles as he
First pitch, pumping it up wide.
Sayo holds on as Rafael Flores.
Luis De Leon, single A and high A, number 14 Orioles prospect.
Pretty interesting guyots.
Ground ball hit hard to short, up clean, over to first, one away.
Griffo Farrell, the shortstop, reels it in and deals it. Flores retired.
Yeah, here you go. Luis De Leon, 6'3", listed at 168. So there's a lot of projection remaining. He's got a nice three-pitch mix. He can get up to the upper 90s. He can also get a lot of sink on that fastball and get some ground outs. He's got a chance to have a
left-hander kicks and deals. Ground ball up the middle. He knocks it down. De Leon, throw him out at first, 2 away. Nice play.
Gets the out himself. Jesus Rodriguez retired.
So, I mean, it's what, 3 pitches, 2 outs? Like, he's, I guess Luis De Leon wants to pitch multiple innings. And we're looking here at our Orioles' best tools. And you can see we gave him.
He's got one of the best sliders on the team.
We saw Morphe earlier. We saw him lighting up the fastball. But, De Leon, the nice thing is it's not just a slider. He can come at you with 3 pitches. So you can't worry about.
Fouls that one off.
Worry about his ability. He can miss bats with a
fastball. Arias up there. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss.
Big chase there for Arias. And they're starting to really preach this, not being afraid to pitch to contact, because at the end of the day, if you get obsessed with strikeouts, the odds are you're going to work up your count. You can be a lot more efficient doing pretty much what he's done.
No, exactly.
Fouls that one off, 0-2.
Level in most cases. The defense behind you is pretty good. You're going to have high quality athletes who can make a lot of plays. And then, yes, I mean, missing bats, if you miss bats, they can't do any damage. They can't put the ball in play. That's still
Swing and a miss, strike 3 of the changeup. That was a quick 5th inning. Fabian, O'Farrell, Estrada due up.
When choosing the right gear to cut, trim, or mow your yard, Ace has all the power you need to get the job done right. Because gas or battery, your local Ace is the destination with the best power brands all under one roof, like Steel, Eagle, Milwaukee, and Toro. And with free assembly and delivery or ready for pickup in 15 minutes.
Commercial time.
Has never been easier. Around
Bottom of the 5th coming up. I thought these were 7-inning games. I was wrong. They're 9-inning games.
There's coffee. And then there's coffee. Make it extra with Bailey's.
This is the one. She fixes, she manages, she perfects. Because maintaining this space transports her to this space. The industrial grade product you need. Call, click, or stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
It all starts here, where baseball's next masterpiece comes to life.
This artist. Who is this artist? Artist is amazing.
To unleash the colors of the 2025 season on baseball's center stage. Opening week on MLB Network.
March 27th.
We have to take you back to the first edition of the Spring Breakout. This was a matchup that everybody wanted to see. A young Jackson Holliday and Paul Skeens facing off right at the road in Bradenton. Skeens brought the absolute heat. But what I loved about this, Jim, is this is why some of these guys are top prospects, because Holliday said afterwards, I was actually fascinated studying how his pitches were tunneling on me.
All right, Ben Hess.
In the moment while I was at the plate.
Ben Hess will be the pitcher.
Awesome rookie year that people thought, that everybody thought he was going to have, but like it's that type of mentality. I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to be a star. But that at bat was unfair. Like people, if you hadn't seen Paul Skeens before that, 102, 101, and then he strikes him out on 92-mile-an-hour breaking ball that backs over the corner of the plate.
And it looks like it's 20 miles.
And then kind of chuckle nods to himself as he struts off the mound.
First pitch, strike right there.
So a wonderful night for Carlos LaGrange.
Fabian up there now, the right fielder, Judd Fabian. Number 23 prospect.
Gets his second at-bat this time against Ben Hess.
Ground ball tapped over to third. Nice play. Oh, nice throw.
Just in time.
Down the line with the backhand and makes the play. That's a pretty play over there at third base.
Not known for his glove. I mean, and Fabian can get down the line pretty quick. I mean, it helps when he smokes it to you. It gives you a little extra time, but that was a, reaction play, smooth slide, one-hop throw. Very nice play by Jesus Rodriguez.
So we'll bring up Griff O'Farrell for Ben Hess out of Alabama last year.
First-round pick of the Yankees last year, and I mean...
Strike one right there.
I mean, he can 92, 96 with the fastball, up to 99.
Griff O'Farrell, shortstop. Number 7 prospect.
He's got a traditional curveball. It's a very good pitch, and also makes...
Ground ball up the middle. Shortstop's got it. Over to first. That'll get it. 2 outs. Yeah, UFL. You can look into my upcoming streams, William, and see the games. They've been posted for weeks.
More than a walk for me last year. Was feeling back problems. 4 very efficient innings, threw a ton of strikes, sat 98 for 101, threw some low 90s secondary stuff. If he keeps pitching like that, we'll see it in the Futures game in July.
Don't get too excited. 2 outs for Aaron Estrada.
Aaron Estrada takes a strike.
And the only runs he gives up is a single E1 wild pitch and an inside the park home run. That's your strange line of spring.
And again, it shows you the importance of speed, though. I mean, both the
foul, 0-2. March 28th. Opening baseball, opening UFL. It's a big week.
And Honeycutt isn't a well above average runner. They don't score. The Orioles might be getting shut out.
Estrada, 2022.
Oh, strike 3 right there. Looking at it. Good gravy. We'll be right back.
Insurify. At Insurify, we make it easy.
They blow through these commercials in these quicker games like this.
Just go to Insurify.com or compare dozens of quotes.
All right, looks like we're going to be bottom half of the lineup for the Yankees. Rumfeld, Jones, and Maeda. Rumfeld, Jones, Maeda.
Take another look at tools on that 28 scouting scale. We're highlighting the best position player tools on both sides. I think the one we've definitely seen so far tonight, we've seen the 80 run on Enrique Bradfield. You can see 70 defender. You can also go 70 defense on Vance Honeycutt. Samuel Basal's got a well above average arm. And you can see that this is what makes him a special prospect. He's the best hitter and the best power hitter in this game for the Orioles. Quality in both regards. On the Yankee side, we talked a little bit about Spencer Jones's power. I do think George Lombard can continue to make strides as a hitter, and he's already one of the better defensive shortstops in the lineup.
That sun already going down at the park. Lights are on.
Rare is that to see a young prospect have balanced tools.
Yeah, I mean, for Alexander Basayo, it's pretty rare that you're that good of a hitter.
Nestor German is going to be your pitcher. Number 11 prospect for the Orioles, single A and high A.
Nestor Herman taking over. Luis
Herman, I should say. Let me get it right. Nestor Herman.
Nestor Herman, if I remember the charts I helped put together correctly, I believe he has the best curveball of any Orioles prospect in this game. He'll sit around 92, 94 miles an hour with fastball. Also, probably the best strike thrower for the Orioles in this game.
Swinging for
fouls that one off 0-1.
He's drawn a walk and struck out so far. Herman, born in Seattle, at 6'3", the 11th round pick.
Those late round picks on the University of Seattle are pretty good. You know, Tarek Skubal also was the 9th rounder coming off Tommy John. So maybe that's
ball outside.
The teams should start looking for. Yeah, here like I was just talking about, best curveball and best control for Nestor Herman, and he can mix the pitches. He's got a fastball 92, 94. He also has a slider and splitter he can mix in. Yeah, so you're never quite sure what you're going to get from him.
Ball up top, 2-1. Couldn't get the curveball over.
Yeah, it's a solid curveball. We saw it on that last pitch. It's an overhand curve. That's pretty effective. He has good feel for it. He gets swing and misses. He'll usually land it for strikes, or he can bury it down his uppers chases.
That's hit hard.
This ball here, TJ Rumfield out towards right center field, back at the wall.
Oh, what a catch! Judd Fabian runs it down. What a play at the wall.
Well, we were talking about having 3 center fielders in the outfield and what that could do for you. I mean, there aren't a lot of your average right fielder does not get to that ball.
You've got to communicate who's going to get it, and there was no doubt for him. And
nice catch.
SMH billboard, and that's probably what Rumfield wanted to see walk back off the field.
Very nice. Very nice.
First pitch comes in. That's a ball. Jones up top. 0-for-1 today.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, he's already really raised his profile since being a 12th round pick last year out of Kansas State. Speed's probably his best tool, and we saw that. He stole a base in the 4th inning. There's that curveball.
Strike right there, 1-1.
For Jones, this kind of sounded You know, you almost want to dig deeper into the numbers because reading through his stuff, especially at K-State, was one of the first Gold Glove finalists for their program. In this current day,
just missed 2-1.
Has come through there before, but that also reminds you how tough it is to get those.
No, it is, and you know he's interesting because he does a little bit of everything. He's got a good approach at the plate. It's more contact than power, but there's some sneaky pull pop in there. I did not know a whole lot about him. You know, and I do Kansas State's part of my draft here.
Line drive center field. That's going to be playable for a base hit.
I think that was a slider. And you know, he's really
Hello, Dave. Disney Dreams.
You know, first full professional season, he's a chance to maybe rise up. Yankees have a lot of their guys are more power over hit. They have these power hitters who pile a lot of strikeouts, and he's a guy who, with his all around ability and his ability to put the bat on the ball, might be able to move pretty quickly.
Brando Maeo will get another chance here. His third different pitcher faced of the evening. He struck out and flied out.
Strike right there.
Strike one from Iman.
Wonder if they'll pay a little closer attention to Jones at first base. He got a pretty good jump. Besides, did not really have much of a chance to throw him out when he stole in the fourth inning.
Being held closely.
Fly ball center field. It's driving him back to the track. Honeycutt. Bradley's going to make the catch in left center. 2 away.
The wind is blowing out to left, but we've not. A couple of these balls I've been like, like knowing how hard the wind was blowing, and they just aren't quite getting out of the park.
And we're not out in it because we're tucked in this booth. So initially, when you and I were down there, it really felt like the wind was carrying, and it's still blowing. We can see that the palm trees and the flag give it away. But you wonder if it's slowed down a little bit, if the humidity starts to pick up as the sun's going down and deadens things. Because I thought this was going to be a jet stream competition here.
Throw to first. He's back easily.
And we were down the first base line. The wind was blowing. You have much more hair than I do, Melanie, but the wind was blowing through our hair, and I know you kept having to try to keep it under control while we were doing our quick open. And that's the one time where we're aging and having less hair than I used to kind of helped me out a little bit.
You did a really good job keeping it.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
I don't know if it could reach my
Going to Arena, the DH.
Arena, you see here those 8 home runs as a rookie last year, just 40 games. And a deadlock 2-2 tie here, although the Yankees about hit 4-2.
Strike right there, 0-2.
He's played catcher and first base. Like I said, they have all these offensive-minded catching prospects. He led the he ranked third in the Florida Complex League last year in slugging ops and with those 8 home runs. So the power is his signature tool. He's got solid arm strength, but a work in progress as a receiver and blocker.
Ace, what's up, buddy?
2 outs, Herman.
Strike 3 right there, Herman. Nice job. Gets the out. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Wagner, Bradfield, Basalo coming up.
What's the twist? Give me an early morning tea time and a Bloody Mary with kettle and vodka.
Give me a cocktail with kettle and vodka.
Why pay too much for cable TV when it costs less for Fubo? Get all the channels you want.
Fubo out here promoting.
All the entertainment you love for the price that cable can't beat. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
Yeah, I'm excited for the actual season to get going too.
Moderate to severe plaque psoriasis or
Absolutely.
Symptoms can sometimes hold you back. But now there's Skyrizi, so you can be all in with clear skin. With Skyrizi, you can show up with 90% clear skin. And if you have psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi can help you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses. Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Anthony Davis, what's up?
There's nothing like clear skin and better movement, and that means everything.
If you go to the games and you film it yourself, yeah, you can get in trouble for that. Anthony Davis. Cannot go to the stadium and record them.
It's so much fun, Melanie. You look at this graphic here. 69 of the top 100 prospects of baseball are going to appear in these games, and I mean, you look at these tools guys here. I mean, Travis Mazzano, #1 pick in last year's draft, although he struck out against the switch pitcher during Angelo St. last night. Jack Caglione, massive power. Chandler Simpson, we saw that speed. He laid down a perfect bunt, ran wild on the bases in the first game of the spring breakout. Carson Williams made some nice defensive plays. No real web gems, but he did hit a home run that game. Jacob Mizorowski.
They're showing some of the top scouting prospects. All right, here we go. Swinging a strike. Wagner, third baseman.
Best speed, but we've seen his speed tonight on display as well. It's just such a fun event. You see so many of these guys, and you're going to see so many of them in the big leagues. It's a
Grounded foul.
a couple years down the line.
No balls, 2 strikes.
We've talked about this. You and I have loved and adored the Fall League for a long time, and we talk about how many guys from the Fall League you end up seeing in the big leagues. This feels like an almost more condensed, hyper version. You know, it's one game for every team, but
strike 3. That's an out.
These are the next names that you're reading off of those big league scorecards.
And it's cool too because you see the guys who are close to the big leagues. You know, like a Samuel Basallo, but you also see guys like Killer Morphe or Carlos LaGrange who barely pitched above rookie ball. And like they're not going to be in the big leagues this year, but we might see them 2 or 3 years down the road. Quality arms. I mean, here's Ben Hess, who was a first-round pick last year. And you know, Yankees fans. I always suspect that almost any Yankees fan who's either here in the ballpark, and there are a ton of fans in the ballpark, or watching this on TV, they probably haven't seen Ben Hess pitch before. And if they have, I doubt they've seen him in a Yankees uniform. And you're getting his. You know, he's a guy who could be in the big leagues in a couple of years. You're getting preview coming attractions. It's just there's so much talent here.
Field of third, Enrique Bradfield held his swing. So it's ball 2.
I was saying, you know, thinking about the tools, I find myself, you know, we keep talking about Bradfield's speed. Like I want him to get on. I want him to get on and see him, you know.
Bradfield, 2-0 pitch to him. Inside for a ball.
Get on, so then he can show you what he can do with the speed. So I may get my wish here. It's 3-0 with Bradfield.
I love it. It's a little SEC matchup again. Hess out of Alabama, the first of 13 college pitchers that the Yankees went on to pick. Works back in a strike.
O system is okay. Not, you know, they moved a lot of people already, so
because they also mentioned how often they're trading.
You know, they brought a lot of people up and moving them around.
To get the talent that ultimately shows up at the big league.
Bradfield pops it up. Might be out of play. I think it will be.
Tracking back towards the dugout and out of room, so it'll be a full count. But so you can kind of think about they were planning for the future, whether it's okay, Ben Hess is a future Yankee, or we're trading him to get that tool that we ultimately need. Now, what's interesting for Hess too is ERA was a little higher at Alabama, but
I have no idea, William. Haven't seen much of the stadium. I'll see it once the season kicks off.
They're breaking stuff, getting the most out of their potential, and I think they felt like there were some inefficiencies that they could maybe help correct.
Short shot to the pitcher, and he throws out Bradfield. That came off his leg.
Ultimately, it fell apart.
I like to wait till the season to see the stadium. I try not to get too deep into it, you know. You're ready to watch a bird bath, yeah. I love the bird bath.
Like he can't hesitate. He's got to make a perfect play to throw him out. There was no margin for error there.
Oh, he beat it. My fault. I didn't realize he beat it.
You're trying not to overplay it, and sometimes that's what can happen. You let
They're checking out the pitcher right now. That ball went lining off his leg. Let me see this again. Back of his calf. Oh, he didn't flip it. He went to flip it, and he actually didn't pick up the ball. I thought he did. If he made the flip, he probably had him still.
Just take a tick off.
Yeah.
Not the case.
No. Exactly. I mean, like we talked about before, just, you know, whether it's running out of the box or on the bases or in the outfield, it's not just pure speed. Like, look, there's some guys who are really fast, and they're always going to have range, and you can outrun your mistakes. But he maximizes his speed. He gets good jumps at first base or second base when he's stealing. He knows the art of stealing. He makes very good reads and takes very good routes in the outfield. He doesn't just rely on.
They're letting this pitcher get a couple warm-ups in.
It's the instincts to go with that speed are what make him special.
So we'll see. They've got Hess going through the motions right now, throwing in front of the training staff. He says he's fine. And he's bigger built. That's the pitching frame you like to see. He's a little more sturdy. He can shake it off. And he's already been in some nerve-wracking situations so far this spring. They've thrown him out in some of the big league guys. He's talked about facing Aaron Judge. Struck him out, by the way. We're going to keep up with the resume here.
Bradley with his lead at first.
And you can't just sit on the fastball because it's one of the better curveballs you'll see.
Checks on Bradfield. Probably took notes on how that went earlier.
Bradfield.
Samuel Basallo with another chance here. He has launched some moonshots.
He's got a nice lead. He's gone.
Bradfield takes off the pitch.
He stole the base easily.
And again, I think it's that you almost feel like you have to be perfect to throw him out.
Yes.
And so you're trying to get the ball out of the glove, and he forgot to hold on to it. So he got a pretty good jump, too. I don't know if he would have thrown him out even if he'd come up with a clean leg there. And you got to be careful. I mean, the thing is, he's not just a guy who's still second. Like, if you don't pay attention,
That kid can fly.
he will steal third.
Is he a guy you see in the future? There's only so many of them, and there's not even one on every team who he gets to call his own green light.
Probably, yeah. Because again, it's not just pure speed. Like, he knows how to use it. So, yeah, I think, he's the type of guy who, once he establishes himself, and it probably happens pretty quickly in the big leagues, that he knows what he's doing on the bases, that he will get that green light. Like, it'll be one of those deals where you get the red light.
Ball down low, 2-0.
Not to. You can go whenever you want.
Neil just got home. Okay, good deal, Neil. Welcome in. Or welcome back in.
Just, all the worrying you have to spend about whether now he's going
to Basallo up there now.
He's facing one of the best hitters anywhere in the minor leagues. And you're distracted a little bit by Bradfield. That doesn't help.
And that's why you like them 1 and 2.
Oh, swing and a miss.
Basallo offers up for strike one. And again, you'll also see Lombard Jr. is not going to be too far away.
Yep. And try to hold him close, which again, if he winds up shooting the ball the other way, it might lead to a base hit.
Grounded foul.
Tried it there. And a foul ball, go 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, Basallo, like I said, one of the best hitters you're going to see in the minor leagues. Got to AAA.
Mike Wazowski, welcome in.
And he kind of does everything you want a hitter to do. He sees the ball well. He makes good swing decisions. He makes a lot of contact, and he's got a ton of power. I mean, there's no real obvious weakness with him. Like I said, I mean, the arm, as we noted on that scouting report, is also very strong. It's just a matter of polishing up the receiving and blocking. There goes Bradfield.
Ground ball over to second.
The other way, coming in is.
I'll get the out at first. Runner advances to third. 2 outs in the inning.
Advance the runner 90 feet from home.
It's funny. I mean, you even saw Arias. I mean, it was a pretty routine play. But you even saw him. He took a look at Bradfield because Bradfield took a big turnaround. Didn't slow down and rounded third pretty hard. He had to check for a second and make sure. Like, he's just a distraction for everybody. And again,
2 outs in the inning. Runner on third.
Has that good curveball, but like, are you a little bit less reluctant to try to bury it in the dirt when you know Bradfield's going to score on any ball that gets away from your catcher?
2 outs for Dylan Beavers, trying to break.
Dylan Beavers again.
Over at third.
More Beavers.
The coach, he just laughs. Welcome over. We know you don't have to catch your breath. So very routine play there for the Yankees defense.
But there just aren't too many plays where the second baseman's going to take a glance to check the runner.
Line drive, base hit. Birds take the lead 3-2. Beavers with an RBI single. Smack your beaver.
3-2, an RBI single for Beavers.
It's a great, big, beautiful beaver there.
Well, I mean, you talked about how in the first inning Bradfield manufactured his own run. He singled, went to third on it after forcing an errant pickoff throw and scored a wild pitch.
Guardians won 7-5 today.
60 feet back to the mound. Beats it out when it goes off pass. Steals second.
There goes Beaver. Safe. Steals a bag.
Comes in low and no play. More running here for the Baby Birds.
Yeah, Beavers is a good athlete, too. The fun thing about these games is because they're showcases, you talked about players having the green light. I think for the most part, players are told, hey, show what you can do. Like, the Beavers felt like he could steal the base. You can't take, maybe Ben Hess breathes a sigh of relief. You don't have to worry about Bradfield anymore. Then Beavers is on second base almost immediately.
Not so fast.
First pitch comes in. That's a strike. Nice pitch. Honeycutt up there now.
Another look here at Beavers. And a long, lanky body, a slightly awkward slide in there, but he's got enough space to get.
Like the tag was on the bag, but he didn't come off the bag like we saw earlier in the game with the Yankees.
Grounded foul. 0-2 to Honeycutt.
0-2 for Honeycutt. Beavers, that 6th overall prospect for the Orioles, did have 31 stolen bases, went on to be an Eastern League Player of the Week back in August.
Yeah, he's got solid speed. So much of base stealing isn't necessarily just have. I mean, again, we already hear Bradfield's a little different because you can outrun most of them. But for a lot of the guys who steal bases, it's as much savvy as it is speed.
Mm-hmm. And we've heard it's either honing that baseball IQ to trust yourself or making sure you are eyes up and communicating, because those base coaches are there for that reason of producing change on the path.
Oh, just outside. 2-2.
Is there to 2 balls, 2 strikes.
There's that good curveball again, and that's a good take for Honeycutt. We talked. I mean, that's the only thing. I mean, it's pretty simple. Advance Honeycutt, cut down the strikeouts. He could be a star, and he didn't chase, and that was a curveball that was, that's one of his weaknesses, and he laid off that
ball upstairs.
Well high from this. Honeycutt will see a 7th pitch. Honeycutt just 13 games last season and now has to step off.
Yeah, I don't know how their rotation's going to be. A lot of injuries in all stories.
So
we'll see when they get kicked off, I guess.
One base runner and putting it to rest. Orioles manufacturing here.
Honeycutt swinging a foul straight back.
We'll force another. Nice little souvenir for a young man downstairs.
I do think if I'm Hess here, my curveball's so good. Honeycutt does chase. I think I try to bury a curve and see if he goes fishing for it.
I can't call it.
3-2.
And 2 outs. They keep it a 1-run game. Hess.
Upstairs, walk.
Inside, ball 4.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. That's why they need a salary cap. Here comes the head coach.
The Yankees as he draws everybody in. We're starting to work here. 31 pitches so far. We're kind of seeing those ranges between 30 and 40, depending on where guys are at tonight, how taxing innings have been for them. And right now, you're in the middle. You just had a battle. Just stop the game for a minute. Let his brain reset. He's got a pair on, just looking for the final out here in the 6th. For the Yankees, they do have a righty up in their bullpen. We're on day 3 of the spring breakout, the 2nd year that we've been able to bring this back. And just
I'm doing the Dodgers games tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday morning. I'll be live at 6 a.m. Tuesday and Wednesday morning, because those games actually count toward the year. They are real games.
There seems like there's connections to all these games, and again, I mean, you and I both talked to a number of players in these games, and players are excited. It's only year 2. Everybody knows what spring breakout is. Everybody wants to be part of spring breakout, and it's a blast. I can't.
All right, 1st and 2nd with 2 away. Anderson up. First pitch is a strike.
For LSU Tigers, a strike into Ethan Anderson.
Anderson's interesting. I'll be curious to see how much he plays at catcher. For the Orioles, he's catcher first baseman. His first 2 years at Virginia in college, he was blocked by Kyle Teal. Went on to be a first-round pick of the Red Sox.
Oh, that's a strike.
He's more of an offensive guy than a polished defensive catcher. But if he could catch, obviously that really enhances the value. He's a switch hitter, more power from the left side, more of a line drive down from the right side. Good approach, good on base skills. But if you could make him into maybe, even if you make him a fringy defender behind the plate, maybe he's that offensive-minded backup. Or in this organization, you're going to have Rutschman and Basayo.
Oh, check swing, strike 3. take a seat. He rung him up. 3-2, end of the sixth. Lombard, Jones, and Flores coming up. Lombard, Jones, and Flores coming up. I think I've seen this commercial like 4 times today.
Welcome to the Good Night Club.
That's right. The Cubs played a Tokyo team today. I forgot about that.
For the best price while the market is hot this spring. In the tower, get proposals from local agents who know your area and can get you the best value. Try it now, only at Realtor.com, the #1 site real estate professionals trust.
The 3 for me, only at Chili's. Serves up bottomless chips and salsa, a drink, and the delicious Big Smasher Burger with twice the beef of a Big Mac. Maybe they should change that name. This Chili's 3 for me.
That Chili's never looked. That food never looks like that when you go to Chili's. I don't care what you say. The MLB is really trying to sell this app. That's the 3rd time I've seen that this game.
More baseball, more action. Sunday on MLB Network at 6 a.m. Eastern, it's the Cubs and the Yomiuri Giants in an international exhibition game from Tokyo. Then it's a doubleheader of prospect action starting at 4 p.m. Eastern as the Spring Breakout Series continues.
Dun, dun, dun. I wonder where that game is.
And you take a look
on
here,
Tuesday.
we talked about this. Just amazing, amazing how it is to have so much top talent that you get a chance to familiarize yourself with before, again, they get on that big league lineup, but it's not too far away. One of those that we are looking forward to seeing here very, very soon is none other than Enrique Bradfield Jr., and he's with
they're going to talk to Bradfield.
Jim Callis with you. You have been all smiles, and rightly so this evening, but how much of that is fueled by this dinner bet?
Oh, it's a good one. You know, my mind hasn't been on it. I've kind of been focused on the smaller things in the game, but going into it, I'm trying to have as much fun as I can with this group out here. We got a great group of guys, and we're playing a great team over there, so it's been a lot of fun tonight.
Hey, Enrique, Jim Callis here. I just want to ask you, you talked about how much fun this is. You know, you're a guy, obviously, everybody's known about your speed for a long time.
Lonely Satellite. Hello. Welcome in, Lonely Satellite.
First inning, single, force an error kickoff throw, score on a wild pitch. Last inning, infield hit, stolen base. I mean, not only do you get to play this game, but you're showing everybody what you can do.
That's the game I play. You know, it's a lot of fun to go out there. It's a lot of energy. It can change games, so I'm looking forward.
Happy baseball season, yes.
To keep climbing the ladder and be a part of this organization.
He just mentioned when you're creating your own runs. What is going through your mind? Ultimately,
pitch comes in. That's a ball. 3-1.
That is not the first time that one has gotten away. So those split seconds when you're deciding to take off, just take us inside your brain.
It's simple. It's very simple. You know, I want to be as aggressive as I can be. That's
pitch down low. That's a walk. That's not the way you want to start the inning.
To be able to force them to make mistakes and create runs for the team. As long as I'm stepping on home, no matter how it gets done, that's what I'm looking forward to do.
And we were talking, we're showing a replay here of you scoring on the wild pitch and going from first to third. I mean, it's not just pure speed. I think that impresses me when I watch you, Enrique. It's you know how to use it. Like on the errant pickoff throw, it looked like you picked up the ball quickly and you were immediately thinking, I'm taking third base on this. There was no hesitation.
Yeah, absolutely. That's just a lot of experience and a lot of practice. I picked up the ball before I even got up, so knowing where that was, there was
no balls, 1 strike. Jones currently the hitter.
How much have you realized you've learned? Tim Corbin really sets guys up for success, but what have you found in that meantime, especially this year at another spring training where you've had so much exposure?
Oh, it's been great. You know, just to be able to take the days for what the days are, grasp the experiences, be around the group. I got a chance to be a part of big league camp earlier this spring, and that was a whole new great experience for me, and I was able to take that in and try and learn as much as I can. You know, I'm learning every day, and that's going to continue no matter how long I keep playing this game for the next 15, 20 years. So as long as I can stay positive, keep learning, and move forward, the sky's going to be the limit for me.
Enrique, talking about speed, I want to give a couple of your teammates some love. How exciting is it to watch Vince Honeycutt fly around the bases on inside?
Check swing, fouls it off.
We see Judd Fabian making a pretty tremendous play. I mean, everybody's showing speed tonight.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. You know, I'm happy for Vance to be able to get that one. That was a good one. It was a lot of fun for us in the dugout here. Nice. To watch that and being out there with Judd. Judd's a great defender. You know, obviously we had a lot of history playing against each other at Florida, but watching him every day and the focus and the effort that he puts into his game is definitely
1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 7th.
He needs to get props for it. He's a hell of a player, and when he gets the opportunity at the big league level, he's going to shine.
Have any of them challenged you to a foot race yet?
No. Usually the younger lads want to race me. They all think they can get me, and every time we're working on some speed and doing some of that work, they kind of line up right next to me. But, you know, I'll take my wins as they come, whoever wants to race.
Hey, I want to ask you about a former Vanderbilt teammate, Patrick Riley. Pretty nice outing tonight for you guys.
Yeah, he's standing right next to me right here.
There
That's
you go.
my guy. So, you know, I'm happy that he got traded back to us over here and being able to be teammates once again.
Ball down low.
To value together, and we saw the growth that we had. And, you know, watching him do his thing tonight was amazing. He's got better every day. His discipline, his habits, his work ethic, that is all a product of his game right here, and his just focus as a person. He's a great kid.
Popped up, straight up, left field.
Spencer Jones puts one out.
Oh, it's going to be an error out in right field.
Thomas Sosa's in, loses it in the lights. Yankees go running.
Sosa loses it in the lights, and we got second and third, nobody out.
Absolutely spiraling ball here for Jones, and Sosa can't find.
Should have been an out.
So Lombard Jr. barrels down. He's 90 feet from home, and just a tough one here. I mean, Enrique, could you see that from your angle? What's that like?
It's a tough ball. You know, when you have a guy as big as Spencer and as strong as him, he's going to hit those towering fly balls. You know, he hit me one down the line earlier in the day. That was a little tough for me to gauge, but you know, you got to stay composed. And you know, it's a tough sky right now. It's pretty gray, so I can't imagine how hard it is out there to be able.
First pitch comes in. That's a strike.
Were you hoping to get in that bat against Bryce Cunningham or Grayson Carter?
What's up, Casey? Welcome in.
Be able to see them, you know, I want to be able to see them, and you know, I'll get a chance to be able to watch Bryce go in there.
Ball down low, 1-1.
Card in there, just do their thing. You know, I'm incredibly proud of those guys. They've come a long way from the time they restarted at Vanderbilt. I think I played 2 years with those guys, and watching them grow and get to where they are, that's a testament to their hard work and their dedication to their craft.
Enrique, you
swinging a foul, 1-2.
The 20-year career here, and no doubt since you arrived at Oriole Park, you have been so well spoken and executed in your plans. What are your overall plans for yourself in your career?
Oh, thank you, Casey. I'll get to work on it.
One of the fastest players, one of the most exciting players. So I have big plans for myself, and you know, God is right there with me the entire way. I have a great family, great support system, and this organization believes in me. You know, and I believe in myself ultimately. I know what I'm capable of, and it's only going to be a test of time before the world sees it.
Well, the world saw you flash some 80-grade speed tonight. Again, really impressive to watch you. Second spring breakout for you, Enrique. Thank you so much for
fouls that one off. 1-2 again.
Patrick and the rest of the boys here, and enjoy this one.
Thank you, guys. It was great talking to you.
Thank you. This is Enrique Bradfield Jr.
He's going to be coming for my job. He's going to be doing color on like spring breakout. People that plays 15 or 20 years, spring breakout 2045, and Enrique Bradfield will be doing color.
We're going
fouled again.
New ETA list of
broadcast.
Yes, it's really, you know, it's amazing because I don't know if you feel this way. I feel like they get younger every year at the big league level, at the professional level. You talked about Basayo being 19 at AAA, Jackson Holiday coming up as he's barely 20 in the big leagues. And yet when they
swing and a miss, strike 3, got him. There's an out.
For Chase Alsop, they're so well spoken. And you look at some of these names again. We're going to throw it back here. Just how many come out of Vanderbilt, and you know the media exposure that the SEC gets. But what a good head on so many shoulders now in that field.
No, it really is. And you know, again, look at this Vandy connection. You know, Enrique started with his speed. Patrick Riley pitched a good inning. Spencer Jones just got that double that was lost in the
fly ball, right field, foul.
Enrique's always been like that too. Even before he got to Vanderbilt, I remember talking to him at the first year they did the Prospect Development Pipeline League, PDP League in 2019 in Bradenton, Florida. So not too far from here, actually. And talking to him when he was a rising high school senior, and same personality, like same personality, well spoken, understood the game, joy to talk to. Which I can't believe that was 6 years ago.
Swing and a miss, strike two.
There's some black hole of time for the last 5 years that just it doesn't exist. It's absolutely sped up. So we've got Chase Alsop here again, his first inning of work, and a walk issued to George Lombard Jr. For you just mentioned it, that double for Spencer Jones, trying to keep the Orioles on top, a 3-2 lead. Jesus Rodriguez, a little bounce.
Ground ball to short. That'll get a run in.
Best play here is to go
2 outs.
to first, brings home the tying run in George Lombard, and we're even at 3.
That's the second RBI of the day for Jesus Rodriguez. And yeah, I mean, that was a smart play there. I mean, they were playing in trying to cut off the run, but they weren't going to be able to. That ball wasn't hit hard enough. You get the out, and you get out of it.
So
2 outs here in the inning. Runner on third.
What in actual minor league baseball? 11 starts, 2 additional appearances with the Auburn Tigers before his name was ultimately signed. As this one straight up and
Popped up. Catcher's got it. That'll end the inning. Bottom of the 7th coming up. We'll be right back.
Being so often talked about for Yankees prospects, and the first spring breakout game last year at the Yankees Spring Home Park, he showed you exactly why.
No, I mean, I think he had the most impressive offensive performance of everybody last year. I want to say he and Xavier Isaac, the Rays, were the only 2 guys who had.
All right, here we go. Bottom of the 7th.
This year, maybe not as fun early on. Got hit by pitches 99 and 96 miles an hour, although he took them both, I think, on the predicted.
Fabian, Arias, and Leighton, I believe.
Led to a double and tying run, and we're tied up after 6.5 innings here.
On the SEC thematics here continue. Ben Hess has done 2 innings of work, does give up a run, 3 strikeouts for him. Spencer Jones is now left to be pacing in that Yankees dugout. Eric Raiselman, the LSU Tiger, will take over. Right-handed pitcher comes in at the 23rd overall ranking.
Raiselman, Eric Raiselman. He's been rookie A and double A. Number 23 prospect for the Yankees.
He got drafted 2022. He had assist on his back. He had 3 different operations. Look at these crazy numbers on there. 63-19 strikeout to walk ratio, 1.16 ERA, 41% strikeout rate. It's a mid-90s fastball, touches 99 with riding action on it. It's a good carry. He's got a tight low 80s slider with significant horizontal break. Works against lefties and righties, and he also has a changeup that's got similar velocity and moves in the opposite direction of his slider. So he is tough. Went off speed with that first pitch. But yeah, I mean, fastball and slider, those are both power pitches.
Ball outside, 2-0.
He gets ready for Judd Fabian, who gets another at-bat here, and it's wide, ball 2.
Yeah, interesting. He went. It looks like those are. I don't know if that's a curveball because usually his slider is a little bit quicker than that. Maybe that was the slider. Maybe he's not throwing quite as hard. But he started off Judd Fabian with 2 breaking balls.
Strike right there, 2-1.
Fastball, 95, and so maybe his velocity is maybe a tick down from what he usually is. But he really excited the Yankees when he finally got healthy last year. And this is a guy I think they believe can pitch in their bullpen in the second half of the season.
So you
Ball just misses. Wow, 3-1. I don't know how that missed.
He's behind here to Fabian, 3-1. Fabian so far struck out and ground out this evening.
And it was interesting when he was at LSU. He had trouble throwing his secondary pitches for strike.
Fouled that one straight back.
Fastballs in his Bradfield. They were basically.
We got a couple bobbleheads, not a lot.
He had
got a few.
Made him a 3rd-round pick, throwing almost all fastballs. The Yankees have helped him improve the slider, tighten it up, and now he's more of a 2-pitch pitcher. It all comes down to kind of keeping his delivery in sync. He's a bigger guy, got to keep everything.
Fouled back again, 3-2. He's up there battling.
And if he does that, the stuff definitely plays. Now he's up to 97, so maybe he's.
That was 97 on that last piece. Just came in.
Feeling a little more comfortable pitch per pitch here. What that also tells you, though, is that he's got good movement with that.
Well, that's on Tuesday, Casey. Tuesday and Wednesday.
Fastball that often and finding success as he's a little too high with that pitch here to Fabian.
For work. Do not disturb.
You talked about the bullpen, though, Jim, and a good chance because it's been a tough spring for New York.
Yeah, no, I mean, you look at all these Yankees pitchers and a couple hitters on there as well who are down, and with the pitchers, it seems like you never have enough pitchers. Like even if you feel like you have enough, you're going to need more, and that's why they're as excited as they are about Rizzo. He talked about the fastball playing with the leg too. He's got he's a big guy. He creates this flat approach angle with his 3/4 arm slot, and so the ball just carries right through the top of the strike zone.
Well, and a reminder here as we get later into this game, massive changes across the board for both of these teams. Starts on defense, and now they're going to start filtering out into the line.
Ball outside. 2-0. Runner on first.
Yeah, if you're on the roster for these games, they generally try to get. We won't necessarily see all the pitchers because they have some emergency pitchers just in case, but they try to get all the hitters at least one at bat.
Ball outside, 3-0.
Now ahead 3 balls.
I do think it should be a mandatory rule because I've already messed up my scorecard on it.
This is Ovem.
When you're making massive changes, if you're going in for the shortstop.
Overn. Austin Overn now in the game. 29th prospect for the Orioles.
My scorecard is a shame.
Takes a strike, 3-1.
Between innings, I'll clean mine up.
Hazelman delivers a strike to Overn and back into the count, 3-1. So Overn came in as the center field substitute for Vance Honeycutt at the top of the inning.
Strike right there, 3-2. That's the one you should have hit, kid.
And Rieselman forces a full count. We'll continue to roll. Thomas Sosa is on deck after he took over for the guy we just chatted with, Enrique Bradfield Jr. But as you mentioned it, Sosa is going to be batting in Estrada.
Yes, I'm going to have to listen to you because.
Fouls that one off, 3-2.
Put guys in for the positions they subbed in for. That was a mistake.
Everybody goes everywhere. There's Sosa. He'll be looking for a little redemption. Again, they ultimately get out of it, just the 1 run given up, but had a tough play out in left field on that the Spencer.
Throw to first. Is that a balk?
Feign a check over to first.
Nope, I guess because he stepped back.
Fabian scampers back. Three, 2.
Popped him up.
Cooper.
Third baseman back. Shortstop over.
Called off by 3.
Left fielder's got it. Shortstop is like 8'5". Holy hell.
To come up with it instead. Cole Gabrielson with that one.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to work. I mean, that plays in front of him, and he can come straight.
That shortstop for the Yankees is huge.
Taking over for Brando Maella, and here's your first challenge.
Well, now we have Thomas Sosa coming up, as you mentioned. He lost that ball in the lights, got played into a double for
Sosa coming up.
The Yankees tied the game, but the Orioles are excited about him. I mean, you can look at him. He looks pretty big at the plate. He's listed at 6'3",
22 prospect. Single A and A+ so far.
2022 out of the Dominican Republic. A lot of times, international guys don't get their vital statistics updated. He's definitely more than 160.
Strike right there, 1-1.
He's got bat speed. He's got leverage. Produces very high exit velocities for his age. He just turned 20 a couple months ago. He'll be 20 all season. So very intriguing young power hitter for the Orioles.
On one and runner
takes off.
Trying to get in under the tag, and he doesn't.
He's out.
Yankees finally get a runner here. Heads up play.
He's out. 2 outs now in the inning. Orioles trying to steal one right there.
Big jump by Fabian, and he put that throw right on the bat. Like, it's basically through the glove. Pretty close play. Again, you wonder if there was instant replay. If somebody would definitely be checking that real quick to see if they wanted to challenge. But perfect throw.
Inside to Sosa, 1-0. It's got to be more than that. They just threw a pitch down to second. It's got to be 2-0.
Tap on the head and get the challenge. That was 99, by the way. He is throwing harder as a
For 1-1.
2 outs and nobody on. We are tied again. And now time called here for Perez. That's what's amazing, though, is I still remember watching minor leaguers adjust to their beating clock. And now these guys, we've seen it. They popped up looking for the replay. They're looking for the challenge. They're pulling up, so adjusted to all of
3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the count. I knew there was more pitches than just 0-1 that they had up there.
One of the things they do there is unfollow.
Fouls another one off.
They test things out. They tested instant replay there. They tested the clock. They've tested the ball strike automated challenge system. They've estimated. They tested it. I don't know what I'm saying here. They tested it.
Combination.
Yeah, the testing automated. They tested the system where they're calling every pitch.
Inside. Is that the walk? It should be. There you go. Sosa walks.
It would take guys like a week to adjust to it. Guys who have seen it after a week, they had it down, and you saw almost no violations. And yeah, I mean, people are getting used to these changes, and their second nature after only a couple of years.
Absolutely incredible. So after the second walk allowed there again, he took care of Judd Fabian. He was ultimately moved off the base paths, but another mound visit for the Yankees.
Good night, William.
He had 23 pitches, so still doing okay. It's his first inning of work, but again, they do keep track of all of this. You just really, I'm horrible at lip reading, but the body language here is just kind of, again, let's stop the game for a minute. Let me get into your brain space a little bit. Let me remind you exactly who you are and what we're about to do as we attack this next battle.
Yeah, I mean, if Eric Razelman with the fastball and slider that he has, if he just throws strikes, he's fine. And I think they're just reminding him, look, it's 2 outs. You just need one more out here. Tackling it or it is with your best stuff, we should be able to get out.
Line drive, base hit left field.
Beats the infield here. Runners will advance. A leadoff single hit.
Arias with a single.
It will put the go-ahead run in scoring position as the lineup flips back over.
I do have my lineup all fixed now, so I know this is DJ Layton batting in Enrique Bradfield's spot now. I'm ready for DJ Layton.
Well, it looks like it's Wilkins. Unless we got another hitter in here. Yep, we do.
North Carolina high school product last year. Only high school player they took in the first time. It's Creed Williams. So.
All right, another hitter hitting in here.
I was misled by Game Day, which had DJ Layton in the leadoff spot. So yes,
we will very fairly claim Game Day here. 2 outs for the
fouls that one off.
He fouls this one back. 1-1. He's fascinating to watch. He's got so much personality. Look at the hair.
Creed Williams.
Creed
Williams.
185. Creed Williams 5'11", 225. So they don't really look like. I did get to see a lot of Creed in there as on fall league this past offseason. I mean, he really opened some eyes. The defense
swing and a miss, strike 2.
Only maybe a shade behind Basayo's, but his defense was better than people thought it would be. And he's known most offensively for his power. You can look at him; he looks like a power hitter. But people were impressed with his approach at the plate too. So he's a guy who really, I think, made an even bigger name for himself in the fall league.
2 outs and 2 on for Williams.
Oh, just missed.
Razelman just misses at the bottom of the zone. Closer these two stay, just absolutely lockstep with each other. Hearing the crowd get a little rowdy, the dugouts are into it.
Ball inside again. Is that 3-2? Double deuce, double deuce.
Deuce is wild, the pitch.
Got him on a breaker.
Razelman wins out the battle, works into a little bit of traffic, but strikes out Williams.
Top of the 8th inning coming up.
Ace's new Yard RX program prescribes the best lawn care, specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, less weeds, and fewer bugs, now you can get a personal prescription delivered to you from the helpful folks at Ace. You'll get everything you need at our best price each season, guaranteed. From our store to your front door.
10 cents.
It's guaranteed. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware. If you're looking for the one,
Where is my HKDL?
find the one in a great school district and find it exclusively in professionally sourced listings. Download the Realtor.com app today.
Do you want your car to have defrost, stay cleaner longer, and have it last for up to 50 washes, guaranteed?
Introducing Cerakote's new Rapid Ceramic Platinum. Our next generation thin sealants with improved gloss, unmatched swiftness, and extreme water repellency. Simply spray it on and lightly buff to get long-lasting professional results. Just look at the difference. Water just blows right off. You can trust Cerakote's #1 selling products with over 60,000 5-star reviews. Buy today for under $20.
Can't get enough baseball?
Top of the 8th coming up, everybody. Top of the 8th.
Games a week and 24/7 access to MLB Network's award-winning shows. Start streaming MLB Network for just $5.99 a month.
It's not just the top that stays competitive. You talk about the AL East all the time at the big league level. That continues through the farm system. You're starting to see some of those churn a little bit. Who has the top? As now, of course, Baltimore has graduated a lot. Back comes Tampa Bay and Boston.
Yeah, Tampa Bay and Boston are 2 of the top 3 farm systems in baseball. You see here they have 4 of the top prospects, 4 of the top 12 prospects in the game, 4 of the top prospects in all of spring breakout. And it was great doing that Rays Red Sox game the other night. Roman Anthony, Christian Campbell, Marcelo Meyer, and Carson Williams, the guys you saw at the top of the list, they all hit home runs.
And he said it felt scripted.
Yeah, exactly. And Carson Williams said after the game.
All right, here we go. Braxton Bragg is going to be your
He's already marketing himself. Josh Moylan,
next pitcher. Ground ball, base hit to the left.
Ground ball to the left side, a leadoff single for Moylan. You mentioned those home runs, and they're 2 good, so let's watch.
Here's Christian Campbell going the other way to right center. Good carry. Marcelo Meyer's ball just gave back spin and keep going down the line. But watch this Roman Anthony shot. This landed on top of that office building out there in right field. That was estimated, I think, at 435 feet. And I'm not StatCast, but that felt a little bit light to me.
Those are those nights, if they don't fall asleep with a smile on their face, what else are you going to do?
No, exactly. And they all had the 3 Red Sox guys were all very close, Campbell and Meyer and Anthony, and they were smiles before the game and cheering each other on. And everything, like I said, I mean, the players are really enjoying this event too. Like everybody's having a great time, getting to show what you can do on national television. All these games, I believe, 7 of them, because one got ringed out.
Garrett Martin now up, played at high A.
All the MLB digital platforms. Live and
Ball outside, 2-1. That runner on first right now. Go ahead, run.
Not only these guys showing people what they can do, it's available to everybody. All you need is some kind of internet connection, and you can watch these days.
I love that. You get up close and personal, and you get to know them. 2-2 here for Garrett Martin, who's in for Brendan Jones. And it was cool, too. You mentioned how close-knit they are. It hit storylines earlier this week. We've seen it before. The boys were sent on a coffee run. They had to pick up something like 76 coffees, 4 different Red Sox players and personnel. And It was the trio that were actually joking. They said we got one wrong, and it was Garrett Crochet, the opening day starter. And it's the one you can't get wrong. But
75 for 76 is pretty impressive, and I believe Alex Bregman tagged Roman Anthony with that duty.
Ball outside, takes a walk, first and second. That's not what you wanted.
Like, he enlisted his insistence. But yeah, I mean, look at these guys. I mean, look how young they are. Look, Richie Campbell, first full season of pro ball, gets up to AAA. Roman Anthony tore up AAA at age 20. Marcelo Meyer was a first-round pick, fourth overall in 2021. He was hurt at the end of last season. He actually got promoted to AAA. We're working, helping up to play. You're going to see, I think Campbell might make the opening day roster, and we're definitely going to see all three of those guys in the big league. It's three of the top 12 prospects in baseball, all in the same farm system.
It's exciting, and we've heard jabs have been going on. Usually it's those younger guys who make the road trips during spring training, especially in Florida, because some of them...
Big swing and a miss, 0-2.
And instead you're getting those visiting major league managers going, why did you bring the kids? Because they know how good they are and that power that's coming. So it'll be interesting to see. Again, all farm systems are cyclical. It is so hard to stay above that fray because that means that you're taking in talent almost at the same time that you're graduating or trading it. And you just have to go through that. So to see them coming back up, it's going to be a fun time here. Cole Gabrielson set down by Braxton Bragg. His first strikeout.
First strikeout of the inning, Gabrielson goes down.
With the Orioles, who, for years when they were struggling, they were picking up the top of the draft. And they were also making, it wasn't just because they were picking, the Adley Rutschmans and the Jackson Holidays and the Gunnar Hendersons up near the top of the draft. Gunnar Henderson was the second-round pick. But they also made some good later-round picks as well. But when you start to win, all of a sudden, instead of picking in the top five, or you have the number one pick twice in 4 years, you're picking in the 20s, and your bonus pool is less. You get a smaller international pool. And, we saw it last year. When they picked up Burns, they traded two prospects. Instead of acquiring prospects for veterans, you're trading prospects to get veterans. And you're right, it is cyclical. Which is why
3-3 game, top of the eighth, 2 on, 1 out.
After being number one for a couple of years in a row at the top of our list, they're in their 15th, but it's the same people. They haven't gotten worse at their jobs. It's just like you said, it's a cycle. It's very hard. The only two teams that maintain just dominance at player development while winning at the big league level were those Braves teams that won 14 or however many division titles in a row. And the Dodgers are doing an excellent job of it now. Everybody looks at what they're spending at the big league level, and they're spending a lot. They also invest a ton.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Research, player development, and technology, and are making players better. They do an excellent job of it. But other than those two teams, when you start to win year after year after year, in general, your farm system takes it. Who's going to take a
strike 3? Take a seat. Nice pitching.
Nice bounce back here for Braxton Bragg. Single walk, and now back-to-back strikeouts of Cole Gabrielson and Jared Wegner. We'll flip the lineup back over. Still managing some traffic here, but trying to keep it tied.
When he's bounced back after letting the first two runners get on, getting a strikeout with a slider, and that one with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
First pitch comes into Lombard. That's a strike.
This almost feels a little surprising to still see George Lombard Jr.
Well, you only have so many guys on your roster, and I did not get. The Yankees have
swing and a miss, strike 2.
Infielders, 2 of which were first base.
He's the Yankees' number 2 prospect. He's 0 for 3 tonight.
Lombard and Jesus Rodriguez the whole game. Which I'm not complaining.
I was going to say, no, that's unfortunate.
I'll take extra at bats for George Lombard.
Often scored his last time.
Ball outside, 1-2.
I was giving Enrique Bradfield credit and joking about how he's a future MLB Network broadcaster. I think it's if George Lombard wants that, like George Lombard was very impressive. George Lombard Jr. when he didn't get him early in the game.
Line drive right at the second baseman, knocks it down. Doesn't throw him out at first. It's going to be bases loaded.
Bases are juice for the Yankees.
He smoked that ball.
Should have just eaten that one. Like that's one where you could throw it away and let the go-ahead run score. Wasn't able to make the play. Tried to make a quick throw. He was not. I don't think he was going to throw Lombard out after he come up with a thing. Lombard's too quick on box. But he did make an accurate throw, so he kept the game tied now.
Knocked it down, kept it in front of him, so prevent the damage for now.
Bases loaded.
His first hit of the evening.
Strike right there. Castillo, I believe.
Castillo.
Jackson Castillo played at single A and A plus.
68 and 812 OPS. And this one's
in the dirt. That'll get a run in.
Yankees take a 4-3 lead.
Yankees take a 4-3 lead on a wild pitch.
So we have seen self-generated runs, a little bit of chaos night from both sides now.
No, the teams are both taking advantage when they can on the base pass, looking to make things happen. That was a pretty, just bounced it way in front of.
Jeez, it was.
Did not get the fortunate bounce the Yankees got early in the game when it came straight back to the plate. That was an easy opportunity for Josh Boylan to scamper home with the go-ahead run.
Looks like each will get to bring home a run on a wild pitch this evening. It was Enrique in the first. Now Josh Boylan here in the eighth. 2-1.
Ground ball tapped over to second. Up clean over to first. That'll end the inning. But the Yankees take up one. Bottom of the eighth coming up.
Reclaims the lead.
Bottom of the eighth coming up. Hey, the same commercial again. What was I looking for? Can't remember. Mr. Condon back from dinner. It's something I didn't get tonight. I have to try to find something after the game, I guess. Hope your dinner was good. I got Brussels sprouts on the mind. Grilled Brussels sprouts would be unreal.
Nearly enough omega-3s from food. That's why omega-3s from fish oil are so beneficial. Nordic Naturals, #1 in the U.S.
Run with no limits, but just how you like it. Waking up next to you, just how I like it. The morning espresso look a little different than version 4, which is 17 years ago. I'm still laughing at stories, even though I know they're not that funny. I'm still a BAL martini guy, and back from but beer can be truly present with you. The read this from the back.
Oh boy.
Will be with us forever. So glad.
See what the Orioles prospects that we don't know. A lot of younger kids, single A kids coming up now.
So many go on to see their time in Major League Baseball. Now, really fortunate last year. 2 of the 3 Jacksons that ultimately stole so many headlines. Paul Skeens, who is already becoming a front runner for the 2025 Cy Young Award. James Woods, Dylan Cruz. I mean, we're just spoiled with how amazing some of these guys are.
No, I mean, and you look at the agents on him, it's crazy. I think Paul Skeens is the best pitcher in baseball right now. I mean, I take him over anybody. And I think you're going to look at James Wood.
All right, here we go. Bottom of the eighth.
So we've got a pitch clock violation here. It's going to automatically bump to an 0-1 count.
Check swing 0-2.
We haven't really talked about it that much, but tell me about it, Jim.
Yeah, Bryce Cunningham came out of Vanderbilt. Yet another comment.
Bryce Cunningham, pitcher for the Yankees, strikes out Sanchez. 97 miles an hour, just blew it right by him.
DJ Layton, but yeah, he was a second-round pick last year. He had some of the best pitch metrics in college baseball. Mid-90s fastball to 97. We just saw 97.
Fastball tops at 97.
He's got a very good changeup. It's a harder changeup, upper 80s, fades and sinks. And it's
ground ball tapped to second. Up clean over to first. 2 away that quickly.
Before he's almost done. And he also has a sweeping slider, and that's the pitch the Yankees do a really good job of developing. So if they can prove the slider, he already has plus fastball and plus changeup. If they can prove the slider, he might have 3+ pitches. This guy can be a frontline starter. I think he's going to move pretty quickly, and he's certainly working quickly tonight.
I was saying, we've already seen Joshua Lorenzo and Jordan Sanchez retire.
Ball upstairs.
Yes, Dixon.
Here's Rodriguez.
You take the inning at this rate.
Rookie and A-level player. Miguel Rodriguez, a first baseman.
Cunningham, 1-0.
Strike right there, 1-1.
was the second pick after Ben Hess last year.
Fly ball, right field, playable. That's an out. We're going to the ninth.
A very, very speedy inning.
That was a fast bottom of the eighth inning. My God. Perez, Rodriguez, and Vargas coming up for the Yankees.
Nobody likes a cracked windshield.
Perez, Rodriguez, and Vargas.
But at least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Can confirm. Very easy.
SafeLight can come to you for free.
Let me see if I can do this real quick. I might be able to do this. Content.
Go to SafeLight.com and schedule a replacement today.
Detail.
Car's plastic trim faded and milky? Don't worry. Cerakote's ceramic trim coat restores oxidized
Good Lord,
trim
that's a lot.
flawlessly. Just wipe it off. It's guaranteed for 200 washes. Even dust won't stick to it. Keep your car looking professional. Selling your oxidized, faded trim car? Detailed cars sell for way more than faded cars. Read the thousands of 5-star reviews for yourself. Buy any of Cerakote's #1 selling ceramic products for under $20 at these leading retailers today.
Want the effects of Viagra, but faster? Meet Rose Sparks. They contain sildenafil and tadalafil, the active ingredients of Viagra and Cialis. But Sparks dissolve under the tongue. Dissolvables work faster than old school pills. Plus, tadalafil, the active ingredient in Cialis, stays in your system for long-lasting results. Faster acting and long-lasting? We got you. See if Sparks are right for you at road.co/sparks.
Welcome back to Major League Baseball's Spring Breakout 2025, the second annual event. This one is night 3 of 4, and a really fortunate this evening, Melanie Newman and Jim Callis getting to bring you the Orioles and the Yankees' top shining stars, all trying to prove what they can do. Cameron Weston is the next pitcher up here for the Orioles. And Jim, I'm going to make you feel better here because you talked about your scorecard being a mess. I am minus like 2 slots here in pitcher availability in my book, so we'll squeeze Weston in.
But it's good. We get to see a bunch of players play. Even we can't keep up. Everybody's enjoying the opportunity to see this many different prospects for the Orioles and Yankees. We have a 1-run game here as we go into the
1-run game here in the ninth.
So he already works ahead here of Edwin Perez.
He made that nice throw from behind the plate.
That was
ball outside, 1-2.
That's not easy when you come in and you have to be immediately on. It's different, relievers have that mindset of stepping in, but you're that late inning guy positioned, especially as a catcher. Little soft tap back here, but off the end of the glove.
Ground ball tap to the pitcher. He'll flip to first for the first out.
A nice play by Weston. He's more of a pitchability guy than a guy who's going to come up and put up big numbers on the radar gun. 8th-round pick out of Michigan in 2022. He'll sit around 91, 92 with the fastball. His best pitch is the slider. He also has a changeup. The slider sits around 80, and he throws strikes and gets out. So he's not going to blow you away, but he's just efficient. So you can see some funk in that delivery where it seems like he's falling towards first, and he's got the low arm slot, and they're just tough to pick up.
You will appreciate this. This is still Jesus Rodriguez.
Okay.
0-2.
That makes it easy.
So far this evening for Rodriguez, he singled in the first inning. That was when Keeler Morphe was really trying to work through some stuff. He's grounded out 3 times since then.
Has 2 RBIs. One of those groundouts produced a run.
Did have a really nice play. You mentioned this
the
right
best defensive play at third. He's not really known for his glove. You can see Weston had him way out in front on that pitch.
Fouls that one off. Looks like it took a little bite of him in the process. Again, a close game for these two all evening long. That should get you excited about what's to come in the future between the Bronx and Baltimore.
Yeah, I see plenty of life on both sides.
The 2 from Weston.
Strike 3 overpowered him.
Down to 84. We've talked about some.
Weston's your pitcher right now.
We recognize this one though. Nick Swisher has more energy than any human being I've ever met in my life. So naturally, he's going to be the first base coach at the breakout game.
I can't believe we don't have him like that. We used to do the Under Armour All America games on MLB Network. We'd have the managers in both dugouts mic'd up. Bill Ripken mic'd up while managing a game was classic. So you could probably hear him from the dugout. Yeah, but it was like try calling a game with both managers are wired up. So
We heard him a little bit right there coming in through those crowd mics that we have.
he's talking to somebody down there. I don't know if it's in the Orioles dugout. Come on, we have our camera position down there. That's where we did the open. Just get the stick mic. Get him a stick mic out there in the first base box. He's always having fun.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the 9th. Catcher calls time to go out and talk to him.
You think as Ohio State product, he's heckling the Michigan pitcher?
You sit by yourself if you hold your own, you know? He's coaching the fans. Oh, what a guy. Don't change Swish. He's already trying to call a shot here as we've got Vargas in at the plate. Alexander Vargas. I think you're wrong. Does he want to be a mascot? I mean, he can do so much.
Fly ball, right field, playable. There's your 3rd out. That'll end the inning. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. Orioles one last shot, down 1.
No fun in baseball.
When choosing the right gear to cut, trim, or mow your yard, Ace has all the power you need to get the job done right. Because gas or battery, your local Ace is the destination with the best power brands all under one roof, like Steel, Ego, Milwaukee, and Toro. And with free assembly and delivery or ready for pickup in 15 minutes. Conquering your outdoor projects has never been easier. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed. Ace is the place of the helpful hardware, folks.
The 3 for me, only at Chili's, serves up the big smasher burger. Or you can settle for a drive-thru. Plus, get fries, a drink, and bottomless chips and salsa for just $10.99. See you later time to drive-thru burger. This Chili's 3 for me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Thank you to all the moderators tonight. Do appreciate your support and help. Fun to do some of this spring training stuff.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. At least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Sweet.
SafeLight can come to you for free. Don't wait. Go to SafeLight.com and schedule now.
Here we go, looking at the Yankees' best pitching tools, and we've seen 3 of these guys tonight. They've all been impressive. We saw Lopez's fastball. We saw his curveball. Cunningham, very efficient last inning. He's got the best changeup in the system.
I'm on.
7 miles an hour with his fastball when he struck out Jonathan Lorenzo. And it was just very, very efficient in that inning. 7th pitch, 8th inning. He'll try to close this out for the Yankees. And he's probably closing it out either way, right, Melanie? Because no extra innings in spring breakout games.
This is it. So if the Orioles...
Yeah, no extra innings in breakout games, everybody. They either tie it or do something or what.
He fouls that one back and it's a count.
I had DJ Layton. This is the 3rd spot in the batting order. I bring him in. One of those was my fault for assuming it was straight up. One of them on a delayed game day for having him in the wrong spot. But now we have him in the right spot. He's getting his first at bat.
Listen, whose line is it in? We're just going to roll with the numbers here.
We see the changeup here. He just threw 97 mile an hour fastball. His head and count 1-2. His changeup just moves so much. It's hard for guys to lay off. The face sinks, and it's hard in the upper 80s.
Ground ball hit hard up the middle. Base hit.
Layton finally gets his due, a leadoff single in the 9th.
Well, good thing he wasn't looking changeup when I was there, because that was 98, and he stayed on it.
Nobody out. Runner on first.
Grabbing his knee there a little bit, back in the leg.
DJ Layton has plus speed. They're down by 1. You could try to steal here. We've already seen H.B. Fresno make that good throw, too, though. So
Martinez up now.
See if they test him again.
Steven Martinez here.
Strike right there.
Martinez, the righty outfielder. You see there, the 13th overall prospect.
Fly ball popped down the right field line. Oh, nice play by the second baseman. Over the shoulder catch. Wow. Wow.
Alexander Vargas, he's normally a shortstop.
That was impressive.
Covered a ton of ground. Thought that might be would have landed foul if he hadn't come up with a catch, but 3 outs away from victory, you want to get him where you can. He actually made that look pretty casual. I needed the presence of mind in case the runner was going to try to tag.
1 out in the inning. O'Vern coming up now again.
This is Austin over again. Some nice little wet chips this evening.
Yeah, they made some nice plays. Judge Fabian in right, Jesus Rodriguez at third, Alexander Vargas at second.
2 inside there to O'Vern. Yankees trying to seal a win here. Spencer Jones eyeing a steak dinner. Enrique Bradfield trying to coach his base runners now.
Well, that's the thing.
2-0 pitch.
They split.
Upstairs, 3-0.
I don't know. I feel like if the Yankees win this game, Spencer Jones needs to bring Bryce Cunningham along for closing it out. Like Enrique shouldn't have to pay for that because it was a bet with Spencer, but Spencer should bring him along and then Spencer should pick up Bryce Cunningham's move.
There's a strike right there.
There's Cunningham rush back in against O'Vern. You know what? Why don't you just load up the 2 buses, send all of them.
I'll take everybody out to dinner after that.
Line drive, smoke down the right field line. That's going to be extra bases.
Helmet is gone for DJ Layton. He's around.
Play at the plate. Safe. Winning runs at third base for the Orioles. Austin O'Vern with a triple.
Look at you can get plenty. It's an exhibition game, but look how excited the Orioles are. They want to win this.
O'Vern ripped the helmet off as he ran towards first base. Layton didn't have a choice. So get that going.
The next year is faster. Well, he's a center. He can really fly. He was a wide receiver at USC before he decided to focus on baseball. But yeah, you got to get rid of the helmet and run a little bit quicker. Now, we've been talking about Enrique Bradfield and his 80 speed and some of these other guys.
Wow.
We've got Austin O'Vern rated as a 75 runner.
You got 1 out here. Orioles with a chance to get the winning run in and walk this thing off.
Like, he's the guy you want on third base right here.
So it's like Bradfield's over there coaching.
Bradfield's excited now. Bradfield's starting to think like where he might want to go for dinner now. Now he's off the hook. We're not going extras. Enrique's off the hook. Yep.
Breaking it down with Dylan Beavers. I don't know what you can move for. It's a little quiet over there for Spencer.
Spencer's like, I'm a steak guy.
And they are going to get a guy up in the bullpen now. Chris Veach.
Chris Veach.
Oh, thank you.
Do you want me to get you to work? Because I'm going to Eric's.
Yeah. They had the lineup working right because DJ had good speed. Prepared to hustle around the bases with the tying run.
Do you want me to get it?
Yeah, trying to reset it.
Thomas Sosa, who lost the ball in the legs and gave the Yankees, allowed the Yankees to get back into the game, has a chance to
That's good.
end it here.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to grab this.
Take that with you. No, I'll get Preston fix me something to eat.
Welcome to the clubhouse.
Welcome to the clubhouse. Advanced Technical.
Good to hear the crowd getting into it.
All right, here we go. 1 out. 1-1 count. Strike right there, 1-2.
Got his infield in.
Yeah, sack fly gets the game. Thank you. Love you to be safe. Fly ball foul. Advanced Tactical. Thank you for subscribing. Advanced Tactical.
Anything hit over the head, it doesn't matter if they catch it, he's going to score anyway. We got to play to try to cut off the hit.
Ball in the dirt, nice block.
With the infield too, you can't do anything but play in, and even then, if it's not hit right at a guy, he's going to score. So a lot of pressure on the defense here. A lot of pressure on Perez behind the plate. He can't let anything get away from him, or more of the game's probably over.
2-2.
Popped up. Shortstop's got it.
Into the infield back as Lombard calls off his defense.
2 outs.
That is about as good as
now they're going to need a 2-out hit to get it through.
Everybody stays put in a big second out.
It showed you how shallow they were playing. Cole Gabrielson, the left fielder, could have probably caught that ball on the dirt of the infield. That's how shallow they were playing.
So listen, I've already called you guys off once. I'm right here again.
He'll let George take that one.
2 outs for Leandro Arias.
Arias with a strike.
Get another look at this play again, though. On top of it.
Fouls that off, 0-2. I got a feeling this is going to end in a tie.
Unwilling to let go of each other. Tied again here at 4. 7 hits for both of these teams. For his first at-bat back in the 7th, and he singled. 0-2.
Line drive! Base hit! Orioles walk it off and win. Orioles walk it off and win. How about that, everybody?
Orioles magic, feel it happen. Orioles magic, feel it happen. Orioles magic, feel it happen. Orioles magic, feel it happen.
All right, more Orioles baseball to come on this channel. That's a big win for the Birds, for the Rooks. Big win for the rookies. Hit us up with a follow on the way out. Thank you to everybody watching today. Thank you to my moderators. Support you. Go check out all of our friends broadcasting tomorrow. We'll be live here tomorrow in the evening. Tomorrow in the evening for Triple C's. Tomorrow on The Deuce at 1 o'clock for Cleveland Guardians. No, I'm just excited about baseball. Cleveland Cavaliers basketball. We'll see everybody then. Have a good night, everybody.